Good morning, everyone. My name is Jonas Tani. I am going to be your host this morning for the matchup between the Edmonton Oilers and the Ottawa Senators. Beautiful morning for hockey today. We got about 16 games on the slate. Vancouver is already playing this morning. That game started about 10 minutes ago, but our game starts in about 20 minutes, and we will get some coverage going here for you for a little bit. Some pregame stuff. This is the first time I'm broadcasting. New room. If you watched my YouTube videos before, I got a new room, so this is cool. I just wanted to shout that out real quick. That's really cool and really interesting for me. Let's get right into the nitty-gritty here of the details. This is Ottawa's first game back since the All-Star break. They had Brady Tkachuk representing them at the All-Star game. Teamed up with his brother Matthew. It was actually really cool. It was really nice to see the connection. They had some natural chemistry going, and I believe the Atlantic did win the All-Star game this year. It was a pretty fun All-Star game to watch. But Ottawa's coming into this game right after the break with a 4-game win streak. Claude Giroux has 9 points in his last 5 games, 5 goals, 4 assists. So he has been on a heater. A pretty good fantasy pickup if you do ask me. Let's take a look at the other side in the Pacific Division. The Edmonton Oilers, they've played 2 games since the All-Star break. They had a longer break in the beginning, but because they are back now, they are still playing. In those 2 games, they beat Detroit 5-2, giving them 2 points, and they gained a point against Philadelphia, but lost in the shootout. 2-1 there was your final score. Connor McDavid doing Connor McDavid things. 8 points in the last 5 games, 2 goals, 6 assists for 8 points. Currently has about 94 points, I do believe, in the season so far. He is just tearing it up in the league. Should be a pretty fun matchup today. Last year, when the Oilers and the Senators did play with against each other, 6-4 and 3-2 in overtime. The Senators winning both of those games. The Senators do have the upper hand in these matchups. Should be a very, very fun game today. I do have my chat open too. If you do want to comment and talk about anything, ask me any questions, I'll be willing to answer them. But yeah, so some key things I do believe that are going to contribute to today's matchup. Special teams. The Senators have the second best power play in the league with 27%, and the Oilers have the first best power play in the league with 31.8%. When you have Connor McDavid, Zach Hyman, and Leon Draisaitl all on the same line, it's a pretty lethal power play. So you want to contain them and not give them as much room as they would like. We're gonna take a quick little break here, and when we get back, we will go over the keys to the game. But thank you for tuning in for a little bit, and we'll see you guys a little bit after the break. Welcome back, everyone, from the commercial break. Got the lineups here on my phone because I'm stupid and I didn't write them down earlier, but that's all good. All right, here we go. The Oilers' projected lineup looks like to be on the first line, Dylan Holloway, centered by Connor McDavid, and on the wing, Zach Hyman. That's going to be a difficult line to stop, especially between Zach Hyman and Dylan Holloway. The chemistry those two guys have together, or even those three, that line is insane. Going down to the second line, Evander Kane back for his third game after getting cut on the wrist by a skate. It was a really gruesome injury. He's back tonight for this third game. Draisaitl centering, Derek Ryan, and Evander Kane in the second line. Klim Kostin will be on the wing, centered by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Matthias Janmark will be on the third line. Oilers dress 11 forwards and 7 defensemen. So here are the 7 defensemen. We have Warren Foegele and Ryan McLeod, Darnell Nurse, Cody Ceci, Brett Kulak and Tyson Barrie, and Philip Broberg and Evan Bouchard. Those are the defensemen, with Vincent Descharnay being the 7th defenseman. I believe Warren Foegele and Ryan McLeod are forwards, so that is my fault on that. Those are their 11 forwards. Jack Campbell looks like to get the nod in net tonight, and scratched for the Oilers is James Hamblin and Jesse Puljujärvi and Devin Shore. Puljujärvi, I've heard his name in trade rumors. It is going to be interesting to see what ends up happening to him. He's been rumored all over the place, so it'll be interesting to see if he's scratched and if he will continue playing with the Oilers. My hair is kind of a mess right now. Trying to fix it real quick. Whatever, we can fix that later. All right. For the Senators, Brady Tkachuk, Tim Stützle, and Matthew Joseph is the first line. On the second line, we have Alex DeBrincat, Ridley Greig, and Claude Giroux. The third line, we have Derek Brassard, Shane Pinto, and Drake Batherson. And the fourth line is Tyler Mott, Dylan Gambrell, and Parker Kelly. For your defenseman pairs, Thomas Chabot and Artem Zub. He's back after missing a few games. We got Jake Sanderson and Travis Hamonic, Eric Brandstrom, and Nick Holden. Getting the nod in net will be Anton Forsberg. Scratched today is Austin Watson and Nikita Zaitsev. All right. Yamamoto hasn't played since January 11th and won't be activated until probably about Monday if his injury does progress at the rate it is progressing. Like I said, Zub making his return tonight after missing 8 games after missing from a lower body injury. Ridley Greig and who else was recalled? Ridley Greig and I believe Eric Sogard. Was that who it was? I'm trying to look at the lines right now. Ridley Greig and Mads Sogard were recalled from Belleville on Thursday because of the injuries. Watson is a healthy scratch for the third straight game. Taking some huge things on injury for the Senators. Cam Talbot would be starting this game, but he's out with a lower body injury. He is on IR, and Josh Norris again on the IR with his shoulder. I think he is done for the season. Taking a look at the Oilers IR report, Kyler Yamamoto with an undisclosed injury, and Ryan Murray is out with a back injury. Should be an interesting matchup tonight with those, or not tonight, this morning. It will be a great match. So those are the lines. The Oilers are 29-18-5. They are second in the Pacific Division with 62 points, but with 10 plus 10 goal differential better than the Seattle Kraken, and I think the Kings are in like 4th place and they have a negative 10 goal differential. They are in 2nd place. Vegas is 1st place in the Pacific Division. Ottawa 7th in the Atlantic Division with 24-23 and 3 overtime losses. Taking a real quick look at the Red Wings and Canucks game. The Red Wings scored. Dylan Larkin is the scorer, and not Mo Seider. Jonathan Berggren also scored for the Senators. Larkin with his 17th goal of the season, and Berggren with his 9th goal of the season. Detroit has 2 shots on goal and 2 goals. So if you do the math, that means the goalie had no saves. So 2-0 is your score in that game. Canucks just killing a power play off. All right, we've got about 10 more minutes before puck drop. So if you guys want to input your questions into the chat, I would love to read them. If not, I will probably just go off stats. But let's look at the 3 keys of the game tonight. First key to the game is special teams. Both of these guys have amazing power plays, with Ottawa being the 2nd best in the league and Edmonton being the 1st best in the league. Special teams is going to be huge. For the Senators, one of their keys is containing Edmonton's first line. McDavid and Hyman specifically, couldn't get that word out, McDavid and Hyman specifically are a powerhouse couple, and Ottawa is going to need to play defense against Edmonton if they want to keep this game close. Forsberg really needs to step up and play on his head if he would like to keep his team in the game. Goalies are going to be a huge thing too. Jack Campbell coming off, I believe, 7 or 8 straight wins right now. Has a pretty nice win streak going for him. He beat Detroit 5-2. Got the win for his team there. And really good performance by him. He looked solid. He looked strong. The third key to the game is Ottawa's fresh legs. They have not played a game since the All-Star break. So this is their first game back, so you know their legs are going to be more fresher. They're well rested. They had time to relax. But the Oilers have been playing hard games. The game against Philly was a hard game where they lost in shootout, and the game against Detroit was a pretty rough game too. All right. Trying to go back to my notes, see what else I have here. It's the first matchup between these teams this season. Next matchup comes in March 14th, where they will be playing in Edmonton. That is in about a week, or it's not a week, a month. The 14th of February is in a few days. Today's the 11th. Nice teddy bear, thank you. That's just been in here for a little bit, but I like the theme. It's nice. It's just kind of a spare room we had, and just kind of threw my desk in here and organized it the best I could. Kind of gave myself some space. All right, we're just a few minutes away from puck drop. About 10 minutes from puck drop. Wow, I'm really laggy, and I really apologize for how laggy I am and how bad the frame rate is. My computer is probably not made for this because it's a MacBook Air, but whatever. It can deal with it because I like doing this, and it's gonna it's gonna stick with it. Yeah, like I said, McDavid with 8 points in his last 5 games. Really strong performance. See if you can hit 100. Let's talk about Evgeny Malkin from last night. Malkin hitting 1,200 career points, setting up Brian Rust for the goal against Pittsburgh. That game last night ended 6-3, and me being a Ducks fan, I cried for the rest of the night. It was fun to see, though, John Gibson recording a franchise record number of saves, 53 saves. Pittsburgh Penguins had 59 shots on goal, 53 saves for the Anaheim netminder, John Gibson. Second all-time in franchise history for wins, though. So it's been a really good goalie for them. Just needs some defense, in my opinion. All right, when we return, it will most likely be puck drop, and we'll get some questions for you guys. And yeah, we'll be back right after the commercial break for puck drop here in Ottawa. All right, we are back from commercial break. Welcome back, everyone. We are just a few minutes away from puck drop. Should be a great game today. The Oilers looking to continue their point streak with gaining a point in Philly last night, or 2 nights ago. Sorry, a 2-1 shootout loss against the Flyers. 5-2 win against the Detroit a few previous nights ago. Speaking of Detroit, I believe that game is still 2-0. I can pull up a scoreboard for you. Also, shout out to my friends, the Frozen Biscuit podcast. Really good podcast. If you have the chance, go listen to them. I'll make sure to leave their link in the description down below. One of my friends hosts that podcast, and should be pretty cool. Still 2-0 at the Detroit and Vancouver Canucks game. Detroit had 2 goals on 2 shots. The shots on goal are now 4-3 in favor of Detroit still, but at least the goalies are making some saves. Can I get a goaltender? We can get a goaltender comparison right now. All right. Jack Campbell is 16-8-1 this season with a 3.28 GAA, goals against average, and an .889 save percentage. Not the best, no shutouts. Anton Forsberg this season, 11-10-2, a 3.13 GAA with a .905 save percentage and 2 shutouts. If you ask me, goaltenders are going to be what steals the show tonight, and it should be very interesting to see how tonight's game, or I keep saying tonight, it's the morning. It's 9:28 in the morning right now here where I am. Goaltenders are going to be the one that steal the show this morning, and it will be interesting to see how well they do. All right, we get set for this match up in Ottawa. Puck drop should be here in a few minutes. We're just waiting on the ice to be resurfaced and all the introductions and O Canada to be played. So we get set. If you guys have any questions, drop them down in the chat. I got them open. We can give me some fan questions. I'm willing to hear them. So yeah, if you got any questions, let me know and ask. It can be about the game. It could be about personal stuff. Just go ahead and ask. And if you guys want to get me Starbucks, a Grande Vanilla Cream Cold Brew. It's the coffee I drink. Solid coffee. Really, really good. All right, let's take a note at 3 keys to the game this morning, I guess. Yeah. I'm not sure if I said them, but I'll go back and reiterate myself, and I'll beat the horse. My hair is sticking up right now. Damn. All right. Here we go. So the special teams are going to be one of the huge keys to today's game. Both teams have top 2 power plays in the league. Special teams are going to be what steal the show tonight too, as well as goaltenders. Containing Edmonton's first line for the Senators. If the Senators want to have a shot in this game, they need to contain Connor McDavid. They need to contain that high-octane Edmonton Oilers offense. And Ottawa's fresh legs are going to be another thing that are huge for... Ooh, excuse me. That was not fun. Excuse me, dang. Ottawa's fresh legs are going to be what helped them in tonight's game. They're coming off a week break, 8 games, I believe. So they're pretty fresh. They're pretty well rested, and it'll be cool to see what they do today. Connor McDavid rocking the mullet. I don't know if you guys saw McDavid lost a bet, and now he has to rock a mullet for a few games, but looks pretty solid on him. I think he needed the haircut. And the captain, Brady Tkachuk, as well. As these guys get set, as we are about to drop the puck. Claude Giroux wearing the A tonight for the Senators. And we'll see. Did you guys hear about the Vladimir Tarasenko trade? I'm sure you guys did. It happened a few nights ago. Tarasenko actually scored for the Rangers last night against the Seattle Kraken in their 6-3, I think. Their 6-3 win. Pretty solid outing for Tarasenko. Had a goal in that game. He is I believe it is the 5th quickest Ranger to score in his Edmonton Oilers debut. Some guy in 1950 scored within a minute of the game. I can't remember his name. I'm sure if you look it up, you can find it. It was like Norm Lowe or something like that, I believe, is who it was. But we're going to take a quick little break here, and when we get back, puck drop from the Canadian Tire Center here in Ottawa. All right, we are almost set for puck drop. You guys like the little scoreboard I got here? I think it's pretty cool. Um, really glad that I was able to do it. And thank you, Matt. Hope all is well. I know I haven't talked to you in a little bit, but hope all is well and hope you're doing all right. So we get set for puck drop here. This is really cool, actually. I'm really glad I was able to do this. I'm really glad I was able to figure this out. It took me like an hour and a half last night, too. Probably not that long, but it felt like an hour and a half. And when it all came together, it was perfect, and it was really good. We got the scoreboard up here. Not able to show the game because I don't want to get copyrighted, but, you know, still cool. And McDavid has a little backstory about McDavid right now. 94 points in the NHL, 41 goals, and it leads the NHL in goals and points. Nikita Kucherov leads the NHL in assists. So McDavid is not leading in one stat category, and it is very interesting to see. During Ottawa's 4-game win streak, they have 18 goals for and 7 goals allowed. That is good if you want to win hockey games. Normally, if you want to win hockey games, you need to score more than your opponent, and Ottawa has been doing that. They have been playing very well, and they've been scoring, and they've been winning games, and everything's finally gelling together. With Talbot being hurt, Anton Forsberg has really, stepped up into his role that he had to be in, and he is absolutely killing it with the Senators right now. Their 4-game win streak. Let's take a look at tonight's starting goalies. It will be Jack Campbell for the Edmonton Oilers and Anton Forsberg for the Ottawa Senators. Campbell with a 16-8-1 record, Forsberg with an 11-10-2 record, 3.28 GAA for Jack Campbell and 3.13 for Anton Forsberg. 889 save percentage for Jack Campbell and a 905 for Anton Forsberg. And Anton Forsberg has the upper advantage in shutouts with 2 over Jack Campbell's 0. A few minutes away from puck drop here at the Canadian Tire Center in Ottawa. Edmonton wearing their away jerseys and Ottawa wearing their homes. The black and the red just look so clean and so good together. Probably one of my favorite jerseys in the NHL because of how nice they look. They look so good together. So they are playing the Canadian national anthem right now. So we get set. Few minutes away here from puck drop. If you guys have any questions about anything, go ahead and leave them down in the chat. I'll try to get back to them as quick as possible. I know the stream delay is interesting, but I will try and get to them as quick as possible. We're only about 3 minutes away from puck drop, most likely, if I had to take an estimate about when puck drop is going to happen. Take a look at the other games going on around the world today. Oh, never mind. Jesse Puljujärvi, I guess, is playing tonight. I screwed that up. All right, also at 9:30, so puck is about to drop for a few games today, is the Predators and the Flyers and the Flames, Sabres, and the Islanders and the Canadiens. So if you get bored of me, head over to the Frozen Biscuit. I believe they are going live for their Islanders game. My friend Noah, who runs the account, is a huge Islanders fan, so he is running the he's broadcasting that game with my other friend Zach. They're actually going to be out here next week, and I'm really excited because I get to see them all again. We all met Red Wings. I know Matt, I know you are a huge Red Wings fan, so that is that's great to see your team win. They actually had 2 goals on 2 shots earlier in the game, super quick in the game. All right, we get set for puck drop. Connor McDavid has a 14-game point streak going on right now, 9 goals and 13 assists for big 97, McJesus, if you will. I don't know if you saw the interview with him and him and PK Subban during the All-Star game. Here we go. We are set for puck drop. McDavid about to take the draw, and Ottawa wins the draw. They get it passed back to the blue line. So they try and get it up the boards. CC will block that and get that puck back down around. So Ottawa tries to board it around. McDavid giving a little bump. The Oilers grabbing control of it. Back over to Puljujarvi. Shoots. Save by Forsberg. Puck will be back around behind the net. And that is a shot on goal for the Oilers, I believe. So Ottawa regains possession. Hits that up to the boards. Over to Joseph. Joseph just goes in and dumps it in over to Campbell. Campbell plays it behind the net for Kane. Leaves it back for, I believe that is Cody Ceci. Or sorry, Brett Kulak, number 27. Has it behind the net, waiting for changes to go on. Gets that puck up. Tries to get that pass, and the Oilers try to enter the blue line. They have. Nurse has it. Nurse looking for options around the blue line, but the Senators will recover it. Senators making that quick little zone entry. Quick stop around the corner. So they pass it back up. The shot, that will get deflected by DeBrincat. As now, I believe that is Nurse as well, bringing that puck up. Gets into the Senators zone, but the Senators will recover it. Makes a pass back around to Zub. Zub now behind the net, waiting for changes. So they get that pass up over to 57 on the Senators. So they get that through behind the net. Little battle along the boards. The Senators trying to find options. That puck will get picked off by the Oilers, and now they're on a rush. A 3-on-3 rush. Tries to get that pass over, but that pass gets intercepted and will be played along the boards. Edmonton still has control of it along the boards. The Senators try to regain possession. Edmonton will, and they need to clear out the zone. As Draisaitl regains possession, and that will be a stoppage. Oh, never mind. It's not a stoppage in play. As Edmonton regains the puck in their defensive zone. As they pass their defensive blue line over to the offensive blue line. No offsides. They make a nice clean zone entry. I should do NCAA hockey. That would be awesome. That would be really fun to see. And Oilers have it behind the net. Pass that back up and right into the slot, but that puck could not get a clean connection. That shot, that will get deflected. That scores! McDavid scores, and fantasy points for me, thank God. The score is now 1-0 for the Edmonton Oilers. The captain of the Oilers getting things started relatively quickly. As that puck just gets behind the net, McDavid looking for options. Where will that puck go? Tries to set it back down to McDavid. McDavid, he hits it off the back of Anton Forsberg, and that's how the puck goes in. McDavid playing down behind the net. Smart heads-up play by McDavid. Draisaitl down to McDavid. McDavid passes that. Congrats, Mob, for the assist for fantasy points. We are back underway. McDavid getting the goal. Draisaitl with the assist. 17 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. 2-0 are the shots. Extends his point streak to 15 games. And Sanderson getting the edge of the hit by McDavid. McDavid's had some really good chances, as well as Jesse Puljujarvi. I'm really ahead in the clock right now. 17:33 left to go in the first period. 2-0 are the shots. 1-0 is your score by Connor McDavid. His 42nd goal of the season. And that puck will be saved by Jack Campbell. Brady Tkachuk. And the Napa key parts of the game for the Oilers, they need to ramp up the intensity. And for the Senators, they need to start being crisp early on. So we get set for draw to the blocker side of Jack Campbell. So McDavid wins that draw back around. Tkachuk tries to get that pass out. That puck will go wide and pass from the boards. Nurse will now have it, regain possession. A quick cross-ice pass. So the Oilers try to enter the zone. Sanderson gets that puck back around the Oilers' net. And the Oilers keeping the pressure on the Senators right now. As the Senators now will regain that puck, make a nice clean zone entry. So they have it now in the corner of the Edmonton zone. trying to find room. Stutzla tries to pass that. Will end up dumping it into around the boards. Nurse tries to fake that slap shot, but will regain possession. Pass that up along the boards. Over to Evander Kane. Kane cutting to the center. Taking that shot. Blocked. A great shot block by the Senators right there as it goes back out to the blue line. Back down to the point. Now over by the circles as looking for options here along the boards. Tries to chop that puck up. No penalty there. Looks like that could have been a slashing play by Zoo, but no penalty. As they try to get that pass center, that pass will go wide and end up in the corner. Another centering pass. Nothing will go there. So get that puck up around the blue line. So they dump it in now. Puljujärvi now has, I thought he was a scratch, but he is not a scratch. The Oilers, interesting stat, they are 18-6-2 this season when they have scored first. We'll see if they can make it 19-6-2 today. A quick goal by Connor McDavid with the assist from Leon Draisaitl. 15:42 left to go in the first period as the Senators will dump that down, and there will be an icing call. I believe Draisaitl had the assist there. Let me go and get that checked. But I just got my fantasy alert that McDavid scored. Draisaitl and Hyman with the assist. I also have Hyman on my team as well. So that's great to see that both of them are getting fantasy points. I am actually playing my mom, so it's really, really fun to see. Puljujärvi has 15 goals and 108 points in 308 career NHL games, under a point per game. As the Senators recover the puck behind their own net, Zub has it now. Zub tries to bring that up along the goal line. Looks like that will get to Campbell. It will just miss him. No icing waved off by the official. As Draisaitl now has it. Tries to pass that puck along. No offsides there, as I believe that's Hyman as well. Shot saved by Forsberg, and that puck will be saved, and we will get a face-off here. 4-1 are the shots in favor of the Oilers. 1-0 is the score. Looks like we have a penalty. 2 minutes for holding, and Edmonton will go on the power play as it is a holding. Not sure. Number 12 of the Senators. And so that will give Shabbat will go to the sin bin. Oh, I screwed that up on the power play. My bad. But that puck will get cleared in. Campbell will go back around. Edmonton has the first best power play in the league with 31.8%. And when you have the power play with Connor McDavid, I would not expect any less. Shot by McDavid. That's saved by Forsberg. Tries to get that puck dumped out, and they will clear it down. Minute 35 left to go on the penalty kill. I screwed up the penalty kill and accidentally made a double minor on my scoreboard. McDavid has it now, trying to bring it in. And that puck will be stopped at the blue line by the Senators. The Senators keeping pressure up, trying to force Edmonton to make a mistake. Nugent Hopkins has it, but they will get that back down to Tyson Barrie. Barrie now passes that puck back up to McDavid. McDavid will dump it in and around. Forsberg had the thought of playing it, but will go back into your own net. As McDavid has it now, tries to pass it out. That puck shot saved by Forsberg, and that puck will be cleared again by the Senators. As the Senators get changes, get fresh legs. McDavid going off for the second unit of the power play. 48 seconds left to go in this Oilers man advantage as they get onside. No offsides there. The Senators will regain that possession, and the Senators will dump that down. They have a one-on-one. The Senators, Stutzla, looking for options, will lose that puck, and that puck will go back around the boards as the Oilers will try to regroup. 30 seconds left to go on the power play. Puck passed to Nurse. Nurse entering the neutral zone. So they get back down into the offensive zone. Round back to the corner, back up to the blue line. Looking for options there. Back to Nurse. Nurse fakes the slap shot, gets that back down to the corner, back up to Nurse, over to the blue line. The slap shot dies in traffic, and the Senators will regain it, and they will kill off that power play. 5 seconds left to go in the power play. They kill it off, and Shabbat will be back out on the man advantage. Even strength now. The Oilers believe they had 2 shots on that power play. No goals. And the Oilers will still, though, have possession in the offensive zone. Oilers set their plays up well, and I believe that puck is out of play. 12:52 left to go in the first period. Gonna fix up the scoreboard real quickly, hopefully. Can I? Yes, I can. As we go into commercial break now. Have you guys seen the commercial? The Next Golden Era is now commercial with the whole, they go back and forth doing the different kinds of NHL video games. I think it's a cool commercial. It was really well edited and really well done. I thought it was really cool. Maybe that's probably the only good NHL was. But yeah, I like that commercial. It's a pretty cool commercial. And take a quick commercial break real quick. So when we get back, we will have puck drop here, back here at Canadian Tire Center. See you guys after the commercial break. We are back. That's the wrong camera angle. There we go. Oops, I accidentally hit the wrong setting in my OBS. But yeah, we're back. McDavid has a goal. Draisaitl and Hyman with the assists. Draisaitl with the first assist. Hyman with the secondary. McDavid back out on the ice. So we get set for this puck to drop here. And McDavid getting set down at the glove side of Forsberg. So they get that pass over. The Senators exit the zone. They get into the offensive zone, but I believe that CC will recover the puck down behind the net, passes it back to Nurse. Nurse getting pressured by Shabbat, I believe. No, it's not Shabbat. By Joseph, and Oilers will get to it first. No icing. Hyman down. McDavid has 10 goals now, 13 assists during his 15-game point streak. Senators now have it in their offensive zone. Now in the neutral zone. No offside. Wade off Zoo. The shot by Joseph. Saved by Campbell. Don't know if it was saved or went wide. That puck will be centered now. And Joseph has it again. Looking for options. And that puck will die in the center. And McDavid has it now on a 2-on-2 breakaway. Passes that puck over. They get it down. That's another shot, I believe. Nope, shots are still 6-1. They try and get that puck down, but that puck will be deflected. Campbell comes out and plays it, passes that over. 7-1 are now the shots in favor of the Oilers. Kulak will sit behind the net, wait for changes, passes that puck up. As they dump it in, no icing. Actually, there is icing, as the Senators got to it first. That rush there, nice little play. Joseph had this shot. That was actually, I believe that shot went wide or hit the post. And that McDavid to Hyman connection, back over to Draisaitl. Almost got it, close but no cigar. So he gets set for puck drop, glove side of Soupy. That shot is saved by Campbell. And that puck will be dumped into the neutral zone. This is a little pile, a dog pile, but they will clear that puck out of the zone. Kulak has it now, passes that puck up, intercepted by the Senators. Try to get that centering pass shot. Believe that shot was saved by Jack Campbell, making a clutch save. So the Oiler gets tripped up. No penalty on the call, though. As the Senators have it, Holden tries to pass it up to Shane Pinto. Pinto will keep it in the defensive zone, pack over to Holden. And now they pass it up. into the neutral zone, pass it over, and now they are looking for options. They throw that puck down, and Oilers will get there first, but a bump by the Senators. The Oilers will recover that puck again. So they have it in their defensive zone, looking for options, pressured by Senators. The Senators trying to get that zone entry. No zone entry there. Oilers still have possession of the puck in the neutral zone as a little scrum along the boards as they try to enter the zone, but the Senators will clear it out back into the neutral zone. 7-3 are the shots on goal. 10-13 left to go in the first period. The Oilers try to make a zone entry as a Senator lost an edge. A slap shot by Kulak, but that will get saved by Anton Forsberg. Zub passes that puck up, and that will get into the offensive zone, but the Oilers will regain possession of it. As they back into the offensive zone, that puck will be saved. That will go around the boards. So they pass that puck back up. Another Senator loses an edge, and the Oilers will regain possession of it. Senators now actually have it. Sorry. And Campbell will recover the dump in with a nice pass. Stretch pass, tries to get that stretch pass centered over. That will get intercepted by a Senator. So that puck will get dumped around to the Senators. The shot, that puck will be saved by Jack Campbell. 9-2 are the shots. I guess they took off a shot from the Senators, but I'll keep it 9-3. Icing was waved off. Jack Campbell almost made a mess up in the crease, but Tim Stützle will regain the puck up at the blue line. So the Senators keep it in the zone. So they're circling behind the net around, looking for options. So they get that pass up. The shot, fake slap shot. The shot, that will be saved by Campbell as that puck will go behind the net. The Senators getting some decent pressure on right now, but the Oilers just regain possession. And it's 2-0. McDavid over to Draisaitl. Saved by Forsberg. A huge save. As now the Oilers still have it. That shot, I believe that shot was blocked, and that shot will get cleared down into the neutral zone. A huge sequence of saves there by Anton Forsberg to keep the game at 1. I believe Stützle blocked the shot as he looks in pain going back onto the bench, going to get checked out by the medical staff. 8 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this first period. A really good offensive game as McDavid has it now, trying to get back into the center. But the Senators will take away his possession and will make that nice stretch pass up into the offensive zone. So they look to find options. So they get that puck back down. The Senators have it. Shot. I believe that shot was saved. 10-2 are still the shots. And Senators have it now in the offensive zone. Pinto looking to pressure. The Oilers will rim that puck around to Draisaitl. Draisaitl clears that puck up. And that will go down to Holden. Holden now has that. Passes that puck up. And the Oilers will regain it in their defensive zone. It's off the skate. And now that pass played up. It's a 2-on-2. The shot, that will be saved by Forsberg, and that will be blown dead. 11-2 are the shots. Now that we actually have a commercial break in the play, I can fix the shots. 1-0 still is the score in the first period. 7:18 left to go in the game, or in the first period, I should say. It's a very good game now, and Edmonton's first line has definitely been providing the pressure. They've been keeping that pressure up. They have been doing what they have needed to do. McDavid now in his 15-game point streak with getting that 1 goal. He now has 10 goals and 13 assists in his point streak. All right, I know this isn't hockey related, but who do y'all have in the Super Bowl? The Kansas City Chiefs or the Philadelphia Eagles? I personally have the Eagles because, I don't know. I feel like they have what it takes this year. I don't really watch a lot of football, but from what I've seen, I think the Eagles look better. And I think they got it. I think the Eagles have what it takes to win the Super Bowl. And I'm 18 now, so I can bet on who's going to win the coin toss and all those interesting bets that are always going to be Thought I was going to be picked. It'll be interesting to see. All right, 11-2 are the shots on goal right now in favor of the Oilers. 1-0 is the score. That nice little slap pass by Zub to DeBrincat. DeBrincat just hits the post. Looked like that puck was safe, but DeBrincat hits the post. And McDavid to Draisaitl. Forsberg makes a beautiful save. The Senators, they've hit 2 posts on their last 2 shots. They've been close, but no cigar right there. 7:18 left to go. 10-2 are the shots, actually. My bad. I'll change that right now when I get the chance. All right, we get set for the draw to the blocker side of Anton Forsberg. That puck will get played down. The Oilers have it. That shot, that will be saved. And the wow, the Oilers getting it out of harm's way. All right, Evander Kane has it now in the neutral zone. Back over to the Senators now regrouping in their own defensive zone. So they try to clear that puck up. That puck will get down. Senators have it now to DeBrincat. DeBrincat looking for options. That shot will get saved, most likely, I think. But 12-2 are the shots now in favor of the Oilers. Oilers now have it. Ottawa has a delayed penalty for tripping. And we get Jack Campbell to the bench here. Evander Kane now has it as they get the extra attacker on. 6-on-5 right now. McDavid has it. McDavid streaking up the wing, trying to find options, and the Senators will touch it. It's going to be a penalty for the Senators. Looks like there's a little scuffle there. They don't know what's going on, trying to sort out the penalties here. And that will be number 17 of the Senators. A 2-minute penalty for high sticking, checking if there is blood. Let's see the replay of it. Oh, yeah, he catches 32 on the Oilers with a high stick. No blood. It's Ridley Greig. Welcome to your first NHL game. You get a high sticking penalty. All right. The Oilers are 0 for 1 on the power play with 2 shots right now as they look to set up. Nurse over to Nuge. Nugent Hopkins looking at that shot. So that will be saved by Forsberg. The Senators see who can get to it first. And the Senators, Drew will actually get to it. And they are going to get that stretch pass over across the ice. And they will dump it in. Campbell looking to play it. But McDavid will regain possession behind the net. Minute and a half left to go in the power play. Draisaitl bringing it up the wing. Draisaitl trying to get into it, but it will get poked away by the Senators, and they have to regroup. And that is McDavid has it now looking for options. The Senators playing tough on McDavid. And Nugent Hopkins now pressuring down behind the net as we get a little scuffle on the boards. McDavid passes that puck back up to Nurse, I believe, or Barry. And McDavid over to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins tries to get that pass back down to Draisaitl, but the Senators will get to it first, and they will clear that puck back out. A minute left to go. The Senators' penalty kill is doing really well right now. 13-2 are the shots. 54 seconds left to go in this man advantage. Evander Kane now coming on, and the Oilers have now their second power play unit back out on the ice. Kane now with the puck, looking to enter the zone. Enters the zone. McDavid now has it along the boards, looking for options. Passes that back up to the blue line. Passes that back down to McDavid. McDavid now has it, looking down to Draisaitl. That pass over to Barry. Shot. That will be blocked by a Senators player. 29 seconds left to go in the first period as CC has it now. Back over to McDavid. McDavid to Draisaitl. The shot will be saved by Forsberg. And that puck will be cleared down by the Oilers. Draisaitl and McDavid getting some very high critical chances on the power play. 10 seconds left to go, and there will be a stoppage of play in the power play. And are we going to get a 4-on-4 right now? We are going to get 4-on-4 for 10 seconds. Draisaitl going to the sin bin for slashing. And now the Oilers will have to kill off a 2-minute man advantage. Oh, right there is right behind the play that he gets called for slashing on Matthew Joseph. Draisaitl going to the box. The Senators have a 27% on the power play, but they have to wait 10 seconds before they can actually get the man advantage. 4-on-4 for 10 seconds as McLeod and Tkachuk take the draw, and the Oilers will win it. Nurse has it now. Nurse bringing it up along the ice, trying to kill off that 4-on-4. Will dump that puck in. Oh, fakes the dump in. Still has it. That shot, I believe that is saved by Forsberg. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the man advantage. As Nurse tries to get it, but he will tip that puck into the Senator zone, and Chabot will have it. Chabot now over to another Senators player. So he gets that I can't speak right now. The pass up with the puck. Forsberg has it now, leaving it for Chabot. Chabot brings it back behind his own net as they try to get a breakout going. Chabot passes that puck back up. Now over to DeBrincat. DeBrincat trying to get through, and will get stopped by Kulak. As the Senators now have it, passes that puck back up over to DeBrincat. The shot saved by Campbell, and where's that puck? And that will be a scuffle behind the net. Campbell trying to get it in danger right along the crease. An Oilers player will save it and get that puck out of harm's way. Campbell's glove coming off as he readjusts it. 45 seconds left to go in this man advantage as the Senators try to set something up. Over to Drew as they try to get it over to, I believe that's Ridley Grieg. The call up from the Belleville Senators on Thursday. Oh, and Pinto gets it. Nice little breakaway. That puck, and Campbell somehow saves it, or it hits the post. The Senators have not had good luck today. They've been hitting the post, a partial breakaway, and Pinto cannot bury. You know, he's going to be hanging his head about that one. Wow, what a save. And they will have a stoppage of play. I believe that is an icing. How did Shane Pinto miss that breakaway? I want to go back and see it. And there's a bunch of stuff happening down behind the goal. Campbell loses his glove and makes that quick pass. A nice little move by Pinto. He makes a move and he hits the post. He had the blocker side wide open. Could have hit the net, just elevated it and missed the post. So he had an icing, I believe, or somehow a stoppage of play. But the Senators will have that puck. Giroux now has it, tries to pass that puck back up. But it looks like McDavid will have it, and he's bringing it down. It's a 2-1-2. Tries to get that through, but the Senators will stop him. And Draisaitl now out of the box as the Oilers kill that penalty off. Shots are 15-5. I haven't fixed the scoreboard yet, but 15-5 are the shots. Chabot now has it. Now brings it back around. So you have it for 27. So he dumps it into the Oilers zone. And two Senators were trying to pressure an Oiler. But the Oilers will grab it now. Back over to, I believe that was Hyman, but that will get stopped now by the Senators. As that's another dump in. The Senators trying to win that foot race, and that puck will be called for icing. Minute 50 left to go in this period. Nice little partial breakaway by Shane Pinto. A little move, and he just hits the post. That's the third post. The third post. Wow, why can't I talk? The Senators have hit, and he hangs his head after that one. As we get set for the draw now. So the Senators win the draw. They go back, pushes it up, and they try to dump it in, and Draisaitl will get there, and that will be an icing call. Beautiful day in Ottawa right now. So we get set for a little commercial break. I need to go grab water so my throat doesn't kill me, and we'll be back in a little bit after the commercial break. welcome back. We have about a minute and 43 left to go. Career games versus Ottawa. McDavid has 10 goals and Draisaitl has 13 goals. So McDavid and Draisaitl, you already know they are going to be going off on the Senators tonight. McDavid already has a goal tonight, and Draisaitl has the assist with Hyman with the secondary assist. The Senators win that draw. Minute 37 left to go in the period. As the Senators dump that puck in, Campbell plays it, loses it for a second, but will rim that back up around the boards. As they try to get the puck back, they try to dump that back down, but Kulak will now get it, and they try to get that to the Oilers, as the Senators will recover it, and that will be stopped for a high stick. No penalty, just the puck was played above the high stick. And DJ Smith, the Senators head coach, has a 105, 127 losses, and 27 overtime losses career record with the Senators. Draw won by the Oilers in the defensive zone. Minute and 11 seconds left to go in the first period. So the Oilers will dump it down, and that puck will be ruled down for icing. Fix the scoreboard real quick because I'm about 2 seconds off. I want to fix that real quick. Minute 6 left to go in the first period. Cody Ceci playing against his former team, 440 career games, 32 goals and 86 assists in that span. Zub will keep the puck in the offensive zone for the Senators. They look to play that puck around, but Barry will have it now, and he'll get that out into the neutral zone. Kane now pressuring Shabbat for it, but Zub will regain possession of that, and the Oilers will still have it in the defensive zone. Under a minute left to go in the period. As the Senators shoot, and that puck will go out of play. I believe that puck was deflected off of Jack Campbell. Senators get a nice little give and go there. Makes a nice little shot, and that puck actually never reached the net. Batherson shot it, and it hit off Darnell Nurse's stick and went flying into the stands. 40.7 seconds left to go right now. So we get set. The draw to the glove side of Jack Campbell as Stützle will regain possession of it. They dump that down. Half a minute left to go in the first period as they are in the corner. Tkachuk tries to get that shot around, but Campbell has that short side seal off. A shot from the point. I believe that puck never got through. Tkachuk has it now. Tries to pass that through. Campbell sprawling out, poking that puck away. 14.5 left to go as Stützle makes a nice little move. Tries to center that puck. That puck will die in traffic. 7 seconds left to go in the first period. So the Oilers are bringing it down, and I believe with the Senators regaining possession in their zone, that will end the first period. Nice little play there, and a few Campbell making the save with his blocker, and Tkachuk. Oh, it actually hits off Drew's hand before ever going. So we get set for intermission. Rest each team up for the next 18 minutes as we get set for the second period of play coming right up. After the commercial break, we will recap the first period. So we will see you guys in the second period. are back for recapping the first period of play. 1-0 is the score in favor of the Edmonton Oilers. Shots are 15-7 in favor of the Oilers as well. Taking a look back at some of the highlights for the first period, McDavid with the opening goal at 17:35 left in the first period, just hits it off the back of Anton Forsberg and banks it in and will score, getting his 42nd goal of the season, 10th goal of his current 15-game point streak. Draisaitl with an assist, and Hyman with the secondary assist. Campbell wasn't tested that early into the match, but about 10 minutes left to go in the first period, he started to get tested more, making a few clutch saves, losing his glove and still making some saves. That's pretty impressive, as the Senators are at a goose egg right now. 7 shots, no goals. Power play came up huge, as the penalty kill actually has came up huge for both teams. Edmonton is 0 for 2 on the power play, and Senators are 0 for 1 on the power play. If any of you guys have some fan questions, go ahead, leave it down in the chat, and I will get to them as quick as possible. Love to hear your guys' questions that you guys have. I'd love to see what you guys are interested about and what you want to ask me. Yeah, going back to the the 3 keys of the game, my keys were special teams, and they have definitely came up huge. Containing McDavid and Edmonton's first line and Ottawa's fresh legs. Ottawa, they didn't look the best in the first period. They looked so discombobulated, and they looked like they were all over the place. They did not look like a team. Edmonton has been playing really well, really strong. They've been making some crisp passes. That Draisaitl and McDavid connection is just solid. It always is solid. They're always really strong against the Senators, with Draisaitl having 12 goals in his career against the Senators, McDavid having 10. Draisaitl actually has 2 game-winning goals as well as McDavid against the Ottawa Senators. Anton Forsberg has stopped 14 out of the 15 that he has been tested with, so it's been a pretty good outing for him so far. Besides letting that one in, and that one does sting a little bit. Out of position, just banks in by Connor McDavid, but it's Connor McDavid, so you can't really be too mad about him scoring on you. Alright, if any of you guys have any fan questions, go ahead and ask me. We have about 10 minutes left to go in the intermission period. I'm going to take a quick little break here. When we get back, we'll look at some other stuff that's going around the league. So we're going to take a quick little commercial break. We'll be right back. And welcome back, everyone, to the first intermission report, brought to you by my Starbucks coffee. I don't know. We're back. Let's take a look at some other scores that have been going on around the league. And since we are in intermission, I will try to get back to your chat as soon as possible. If you do want to leave some comments or something in the chat box, I would love to, respond to your questions. I have my phone right here, so that's what I've been looking at, and I got the other scores of the other games here. Predators and Flyers are knotted at 0 going into the second intermission. Red Wings and Canucks, it's 2-1 Detroit. The Canucks are battling back. Red Wings are on the power play with 53 seconds left to go in the power play. After the end of one period, Buffalo Sabres have 2 goals on 3 shots on goal. The Flames are at 0 goals with 11 shots on goal. Sabres are up 2-0 going into the second period. 1-1 is the score of the Islanders game going into the first period. I know my friend Noah has to be pretty happy with how they played. Brock Nelson scored, Dobson with the assist, and Sebastian Aho with the secondary assist. Nick Suzuki for the Montreal Canadiens. Fantasy points for me, woohoo. I will take it. Lightning and Stars are 7 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the first period. They are knotted at 0. Pretty good game that is taking place here. And yeah, we have a good game here going against the Senators and the Oilers. It's a fun one here. But we got about 5 minutes left before the puck will drop, so we are almost set for puck drop. And the Red Wings actually just scored again. Antoine, I can't pronounce his name. I think it's Anthony Beauvillier. Is that who it is? Yeah, Anthony Beauvillier scored. I believe that's his first with the Canucks. JT Miller with the assist, and Quinn Hughes with the second assist on the power play. Dylan Larkin getting his second goal of the night with Detroit. It is now 3-1 is the score. Goal scorers for the Sabres are Tage Thompson with Rasmus Dahlin and Dylan Cousins with the assist. Casey Middlestat with his 8th goal of the season. Victor Olofsson and Tyson Jost for the assists. Taking a look, what other game have I not covered? Trying to see what other scores. Well, obviously we have the Oilers and the Senators. 14-7 are the shots, actually. I messed up on the shots. Time to go back and fix my mistake. I'm glad I am checking the NHL app right now to fix up those mistakes before we get into the second period. About 4 minutes left of intermission. When we come back, it'll be puck drop for the second period between the Edmonton Oilers and the Ottawa Senators. We'll be back shortly. are set for the second period of play. McDavid taking the face-off, and my dumbass is doing my Duolingo for the day. All right, here we go. We are set for the second period of play. As McDavid wins the face-off, we are back in the neutral zone. Oh, there's my timer for the intermission. So Senators have it now as they push into the offensive zone. The shot, they score! And a quick goal into the second period by the Ottawa Senators, as that one sneaks by Jack Campbell, and they have scored to tie the game up 1-1. 14-8 are the shots on goal. I believe that was Tkachuk that scored, but I am probably wrong. So they get it up the boards. Nice little zone entry. And that shot from the high slot just squeaks past Campbell and scores. And that was Batherson, actually, that scored. And let me see who gets the assists here. So we are set. That puck will go down, and the Senators will recover it behind the net. 1-1 is your score. The goal scorer for the Ottawa Senators on that goal, I don't want McDavid's goal. I already saw that. My NHL app is not working with me right now. That was, Joseph and Tkachuk are getting the assists from that goal. Give me 1 second here. Let me find this out real quick. But the Oilers now have it now in their zone. So they dump that in. Nugent Hopkins will try to deflect that pass, but the Senators get it. Holden has it. And that was Jake Sanderson with the goal, his third goal of the season. Matthew Joseph, 10th goal or 10th assist of the year, and Tkachuk getting the secondary assist with his his 32nd of the year. Senators now have it. So you pass it down. Shabbat has it entering the zone. Shabbat tries to clear. That shot will go wide. Draisaitl recovers it. Draisaitl passes that up to Hyman. He's on a breakaway. Hyman and will get hooked, and that will be a penalty. Will it be a penalty? It's a penalty shot. Zach Hyman is getting a penalty shot. As he was on the breakaway, gets hooked by DeBrincat right there. DeBrincat trying to speed down, gets hooked, and it's a penalty shot. How awesome is this? We get to see a penalty shot. Here he goes. Hyman picks the puck up, going straight down the center between the circles, moves, scores! Costly mistake by DeBrincat, bringing the Oilers up on a penalty shot. That is awesome to see. You very rarely get to see that. Hyman just goes to center, pulls it to his backhand, elevates it over the blocker of Forsberg, and puts it top shelf. A very costly mistake by DeBrincat there, as he cost his team a goal. Hyman with the goal, no assists on a penalty shot, as McLeod has it and tries to center it, but will regain possession of that. Over to, I think it was Ceci, but that will puck will go wide, and the Senators will regain possession of it. Now DeBrincat trying to go on the breakaway, but that puck will go wide. So he gets back down into the corner. DeBrincat gets hit down, and the Oilers will regain possession. Barry has it now. Barry, along the boards, dumps it down, and that puck will go out of play. 16-8 are the shots. 2-1 is the score. I am totally butchering Tkachuk's name right now. That puck out of play as we get that draw. A costly penalty shot there by DeBrincat. A costly penalty by DeBrincat costs his team the penalty shot. Forsberg gets that back down, tries to rim it around. The Oilers will recover it, so that puck will go back down. Senators now have it as they try to dump it up. That will be stopped, but the Senators will still regain possession. Tkachuk has it now, tries to pass that back out to the center. Tkachuk will regain possession after it gets batted away by an Oiler player. Stützle has it, tries to brace it in, but I believe that's 73 of the Oilers. We'll have that. Draisaitl now has it. Draisaitl back over to McDavid. McDavid dumps that puck in, and the Senators will get to it first. Behind the net, McDavid regains possession. Back around to Draisaitl. Draisaitl in the corner looking for options. Goes back up to the point. No offside. CC keeps it in, and Draisaitl will regain possession, even though it went to an Oilers or a Senators player. And now Stützle, the pass intended for Stützle, will get tipped by an Oilers player, and CC now has it. Passes that puck up to Draisaitl. That pass over to McLeod as he rims that back around over to Nurse. Nurse in a corner battle as the Senators will regain possession. 16:29 left to go in the second period. 16-8 are the shots. 2-1 is the score. Oilers doubling in the score and shot total. As that puck will get batted down by an Oiler. It's a 3-on-2. And Nurse passes that puck over. That will get saved. Back down. Traffic in front of the net. Where's the puck? And that will be in the corner. Kane takes that puck, passes it back up, and that puck will go out of the offensive zone. So the Oilers regain the entry. Kane tries to get that pass back up, and now it's 61 on the breakaway shot. Saved by Campbell, a huge save by Jack Campbell there. And that was a clutch save as that puck will be considered for icing. Huge save there on Derek Brassard. Had time. Think he went to go low pad as 22 of the Oilers try to get that slap shot. Let's see it here. Fakes, and will go off Campbell's pad. Trying to find that space between the blocker and the pad. Little fake, stopped by Campbell. Good positioning there. As Evander Kane will get it now. Tries to pass that puck back up, and that will go into the zone. Offsides, waved off. But Batherson will have it now. Passes that puck up to Brassard. But he'll keep a hold of it. As that puck is bouncing, trying to get that puck around. Nothing to go there. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube right now, trying to get that chat up. But Nugent Hopkins has it and trying to... I'll fix that up the next commercial break. Can't see chat right now if you guys are trying to talk to me. Campbell tries to get that puck around. Brassard has it now. So that puck will be into the corner. That pass will go back up. Over to Nugent Hopkins, has it around at the corner. And Nugent Hopkins tries to get that pass up, but that will go over to Sanderson, sorry. Sanderson playing a little duck, goose game, hot potato game. And they dump it down. Campbell playing it, and dumps it back around. Sanderson has it, shoots that back around, and that puck will go out of play. 14:22 left to go in the second period. 2-1 is the score. 18-9 are the shots. You can see Sanderson trying to get up on the rush. So he gets that puck, shoots it, and that goal there from Sanderson. Puljujärvi upset at himself. Everyone loves Jesse Puljujärvi. So we get set for the face-off on the, I believe, blocker side of Campbell. McDavid gets thrown out of the face-off circle. It will be Draisaitl taking the face-off now. A puck is dropped. Long down in the corner as McDavid will try to regain possession, but Timmy Stützle will drop that off, and that puck will be saved by Campbell. And we get a little pushing and shoving here from Foegele and Tkachuk, I think, and the referees are trying to break it up. A little pushing and shoving here, and my clock has not stopped yet. I'm going to reset the timer real quick. But a little pushing and shoving in front of the net. See, as that puck will get saved here, and Tkachuk just tries to keep going. I believe that was Yamamoto at first, or no, that was Broberg, and then Fogle jumps in to protect Broberg, and the referees are trying to break that up here. We'll see what the penalties are, if there are any. Do not believe there are any penalties, though. Glove side of Campbell. It's where the face-off will take place. 18-10 are the shots. Tkachuk talking with the official. Puck is dropped. Tkachuk in the month of January, 7 goals and 6 assists last month for 13 points. He had a really good month for him there. McDavid intercepts that shot, and he will dump that out to Hyman. Hyman passes that back up to Draisaitl. Draisaitl wheeling around looking for options. That shot, I think, goes wide. So they try to, Edmonton trying to add to their lead now. 13:37 left to go in the first period, as they try to dump that puck back around. That will be to Grieg. Grieg gets that over to Drew. Drew tries to center that. No one home there. And Senators will try to keep it in, but Draisaitl regains possession, and Grieg will just dump it in so they can get changes. Kulak has possession of the puck behind the net. 13:10 left to go in this second period. 2-1 still the score. 18-11 are the shots. Darnell Nurse now taking possession of it as he jumps up in the rush, and that puck will skip off someone's stick. No icing. Oilers winning the offensive zone time battle by over 2 minutes. And Kulak wins that race. Icing waved off. Brassard gets to it, but they're behind the net, and the Oilers will recover that puck in their defensive zone. So they try and dump that puck out. That puck will go out of play, and we get a stoppage here. We go into commercial break. 2 quick goals here, and I'll get the times for you off of that. I know Sanderson's was 21 seconds into the first period. I'm not quite sure what Hyman's was, but 1 goal, 1 assist for Zach Hyman. The penalty shot unassisted. Someone going to the penalty box right now? No. They are not. So we try to sort out what's going on between these two teams. We'll be back in a few minutes after these breaks. All right, we are back for the rest of the second period. I believe the Senators, their next game, will be taking on the Islanders at UBS Arena. It looks like Senators are on a power play right now. I don't know what's going on with my computer, but that puck will get saved. And the Senators are on a power play right now. I don't know who the penalty was on, so I'll just put a question mark there until we can figure that out. But there is a minute and some time left on the power play. As CC congratulating his netminder. It's Brett Kulak for the penalty. Ottawa's 0 for 1 on the power play. Minute 45 left to go in the period. And 123. No, I don't want to search Spotlight. My computer is a mess right now. And that was number 27 with a slashing or a high sticking. A stick infraction. Minute 40 left to go in the period as that puck gets dumped down, and Chabot will recover it behind the net. Chabot now looking for options over to Stützle. Stützle now bringing it up along, cuts across to the boards as they enter the zone. No offsides as they're looking for options. That shot will go out of play and hit the netting. .4 left. A nice little breakout. And Forsberg actually, when Nurse cleared it, bobbled it for a little bit and then caught it in his glove. A nice, actually, little catch from Forsberg. Plays it down to Chabot as they get set for the rest of the day. 11 block shots by Ottawa and 8 by Edmonton in the game. 19-12 are the shots as the Oilers will clear that puck. And that will be behind the net for Forsberg. Chabot grabs it now. Chabot looking for options. He passes that back up to DeBrincat. DeBrincat now over to Stützle. Passes that back over. Back to Chabot. Chabot over to Tkachuk. Tkachuk looking for options. Back to Chabot. Chabot passes that to the other side. Now over to DeBrincat. DeBrincat looking to make up his goal that he gave away to Zach Hyman off of that penalty shot. Stützle has it now. 50 seconds left to go. Passes that puck back up to Chabot. Over to DeBrincat. DeBrincat with a quick pass. No one home there. Chabot takes a slap shot. That will be saved by Campbell. And the Oilers are getting some good, or the Senators are getting some good pressure on the Oilers right now. It's crisp passing plays. That quick shot by Chabot, and Campbell seals up the 5-hole, says no thank you, come again later. Chabot shaking his head, thought he had that play right there. 86 kilometers an hour. I can't do the math right now, so if someone could do the math in miles per hour, that would be lovely. 11 minutes left to go in the first period, or the second period right now. And the Senators have it now. Grieg has it, trying to bring it back up along the boards. So as the Oilers have it and they clear it, the length of the ice. Forsberg comes out to play it, and I believe the Oilers will have killed the penalty as Batherson has it now, looking for options as he passes it down. And they enter the zone, and that will be the rest of the penalty. CC has it now. Grieg trying to battle for it. Nurse comes up victorious with the puck as he passes it along to the neutral zone, and that puck will be played down. Forsberg comes out to play it, being pressured by a Oiler, and that puck will go back down and around. So Senator will have it now as he passes that puck back out to Draisaitl. Draisaitl now has it for Barrie. Back to Draisaitl. That shot will go wide. Barrie has it, trying to go behind the back, but Batherson will recover it. Oilers putting pressure on the Senators right now. 10 minutes left to go. We're halfway through this hockey game as they clear it back out, but Draisaitl will have it now along the blue line as Hyman has it, tries to scoop it. Save by Forsberg, and a nice little shot there by Hyman as we are it's like 9 minutes, 45 seconds left. Pressure by the Oilers. Oilers have hit 20 shots now on goal, and that puck will be stopped. The officials take a timeout. Some good passing plays, good pressure. Zach Hyman going to the net. Almost got that there, but Forsberg lays the blocker on. Pretty good game we've seen so far here. anyone in the chat has anything to say, go ahead and leave your comments or questions down in the chat box, and I will be sure to get them. And I actually was just seeing this. Zach Hyman, that was his first ever penalty shot he's ever had in his career, and he capitalizes on it. If he does not get another penalty shot in his career, he's going to be 1 for 1 on penalty shots, which is awesome. And I think he's been selected for the shootout, but penalty shots, I think in regulation, that is his first one, which is pretty great to see. .9:42 left to go in the first period. 20-12 are the shots. 2-1 is the score. The Oilers winning off of Zach Hyman's penalty shot to Brinkett with the hook that allowed Hyman to take that penalty shot. Let's check in around the league real quick while we have some time. Games have started at 10, so we have some new games that have been started. Predators and Flyers are knotted at 1 right now. Goal scorer for the Predators were Nino Niederreiter and Kevin Hayes for the Flyers. 3-1 still is the score for the Canucks and the Red Wings. And the Flames have battled back to taking a 4-2 lead. Pelletier, I believe that's his first NHL goal. Backlund, Gilbert, and Kadri are your goal scorers for the Flames. 1-1 still the score for the Islanders and Canadiens game, and the score of the Dallas game and Tampa Bay game is still knotted at 0. Senators have it now behind their net. 9.5 left to go in the first period. My scoreboard's a little bit behind, as the Oilers are looking to make moves right now. So they have it in the offensive zone, pinned up along the boards. Oilers trying to fish it out right now, trying to see what they can do. And they will regain possession of it in their zone. So they dump it down. I believe it's number 26 for the Oilers as he gets pinned up along the boards. So they are looking for new ways to go. They'll regain it. That shot from the point, that shot goes wide, almost tipped in. The Senators will regain possession, and they will dump it down, but the Oilers will regain possession of that puck as it goes down. 8:45 left to go in the period. 22-12 are the shots. 2-1 is the score, and the Oilers will dump that all the way down, trying to get possession of that to Hyman, but Stützle will grab that now as he clears it up along the boards. Stützle regaining possession in the offensive zone. Shot. I believe that shot will be saved. Actually, that hit the netting. Oh, we had a little scrap right now. Brady Tkachuk and Evander Kane, so they lock up together, and Tkachuk throwing right hands. Kane with the uppercuts, and Tkachuk will win the fight as he takes Kane down. That is 2 for the takedown. A nice little scrap they have there. I was wondering why it was stopped, and Tkachuk and Kane having some words for each other. It's a nice little scrap to see there. Wow, that was amazing. Kane got cut a little bit on the nose. He's bleeding. Want to see what instigated the fight here. So, right there, they're feeling each other out. Kane, actually, Tkachuk actually uses his hand, dodges a few punches, and then Kane almost has Tkachuk, but Tkachuk recovers and bang, 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 knocks Kane down. They lock up with each other as they are throwing haymakers. Kane almost gets Tkachuk down. Ref tries to stop it, but then Tkachuk goes on top of Kane. That's the 2 points for the takedown. As we get set here. I want to see what instigated the fight. I'll come back to it in a little bit and see. I would love to see what instigated it. Probably just a few words. But the Oilers now have possession in the neutral zone, and the Senators will steal that possession as they take it down. And the Oilers now actually have it as they regain possession. And no penalty there called for the hooking. Could have been called for a hooking, though, as Hyman has it back over to Hyman. Tries to get that pass back up to Nurse. That will be intercepted. And that's Timmy Stützle right there looking to make a move, passes that back along to the far side. 19 of the Senators will be pinned up along the boards by Draisaitl. Senators will still come out with the puck, and the Oilers have it. So they bring it up along the neutral zone. Hyman now has it, looking for options, try to pass that back for that backdoor one-timer, and that puck will be intercepted by a Senators player. As I believe Batherson has that now, as he brings that up along the boards, has that back up to Brassard. Brassard down to Batherson. Batherson tries to get that puck up. Brassard will have it now behind the net. Brassard looking for options back up to the blue line. That shot will be saved by Campbell. A routine save from number 36 of the Edmonton Oilers. Nice little rush there by Hyman. Let's see what happens. I think that's Sanderson. I keep getting them confused. A lot of their names end in son. So I keep getting their names confused. But Sanderson just lays the stick out, takes away that passing lane from Hyman. So we get a draw to the glove side of Jack Campbell, McDavid, and Giroux taking the draw. Giroux wins that draw back over to Sanderson. Sanderson looking to make plays there as it goes down to the boards in the corner. Senators still have possession of it. Sanderson over to another Senators, and Campbell will wisely cover that up. And we get another like a lot of tussling, a lot of scrapping right now. It's a very fun, physical game right now. 7:05 left to go in the first period. Drew passes that puck to Sanderson, over to Hamonic, who passes it down to Campbell, and will make the routine save right there. Tkachuk and Kane still in the box for a few minutes because of the fighting. They'll be able to come out anytime after about 3 minutes left to go in the second period. As Ottawa tries to regain possession of that puck in their defensive zone, and they do. They're looking for options, looking for a breakout. They pass that back behind their own net. Another centering pass, and Chabot will bring that puck up. He brings it up, down into the corner. Will get bumped by an Edmonton player. So he brings that puck down around the boards. Passes that over to Chabot. Chabot passes that over to Giroux. The Senators, actually, a little interesting fact about their 4-game win streak right now. It's the third time they've done it this season. They've gone a little 4-game steps and see if they can make it 5 games tonight. They're down by 1. They need this possession. They need something to go as they get back into the neutral zone. They have to regroup, so there's no offside. Waiting for a player to tag up. Senator finds a puck in his feet. 6 minutes left to go, and there is a penalty on the play. We will see who goes to the box right now. 6:09 left to go in the second period. A hooking call on the Oilers on Ryan, on Brett Ryan, I believe. Where's the hooking call? I want to see where the hooking call is. So they look to find. Okay, right there, there's an interference. There's a high stick that doesn't get called. There's a roughing that doesn't get called. A lot of things are going uncalled today. But let's see the hooking by Derek Ryan. Oh, that's a total hook on Claude Giroux. Makes him lose possession. And no offside there as the Senators keep it in. Minute 55 left to go. I guess that power play didn't save. 0 for 2 on the power play. Minute 45 left to go in the power play. Minute 54 left to go. Chabot has it. Passes that over. That one-timer will go past Jack Campbell. I think that deflected off of his blocker. And the Oilers have, I don't know if McDavid's out there, but the Oilers give up possession. It's a 2-on-2. Actually, it looks like a 3-on-2. Stützle has it. Drops it back for DeBrincat. Pass that back up. And that will be blocked by, an Oilers player as that puck gets sent down, and Forsberg will come out of the net to play it. Nugent Hopkins and Janmark, huge part of the penalty kill right now. Chabot has it as he passes that puck back up to Stützle. Stützle streaking in down the center as he leaves the puck for someone. Over to DeBrincat. DeBrincat back up to Grieg. Grieg passes that over to, actually Chabot, my bad. Grieg, that shot will go wide. He doesn't get all of it on, but the Senators retain possession. Grieg over to, I believe that's Stützle. Stützle will get knocked down. Grieg has it. No penalty on the play as McLeod tries to clear it back up. Almost on a breakaway. Chabot with a nice job on the back check. McDavid has it. McDavid looking for options. Another Senator double teams and shot, scores! Ryan McLeod, the short-handed goal. A beautiful pass by McDavid. First off, a behind-the-back spin. And Ryan McLeod with his first goal of the night. A beautiful pass as McDavid gets sent on the breakaway, pressuring Chabot there. As he retains possession, spins a little bit, looking for someone. And that pass by McDavid behind the back to McLeod. A beautiful pass. I wish I could show it. Beautiful. Sees it, passes it, no look, right to McLeod, right on the tape. He finds him, and the Senators still have 25 seconds left to go. His 10th goal of the season, a shorthanded goal. McDavid with the assist. The Senators score! Like, a few seconds after, they end up scoring, making it a 3-2 game. Wow, a quick goal there from the Senators, and that's the response they needed. Claude Giroux scoring the goal. And cuts in there. Oh, that hits off his skate. Are they going to count it, though? Grieg might be his first point in the NHL off of Giroux's skate, though. We'll see if they consider it a distinct kicking motion. Over to Giroux. I don't know. It could have been a kicking motion. And they're going to challenge it. A wise Jay Woodcroft is going to challenge that as Giroux tries to stop it. He sticks his skate out to kick it, and it's going to be interesting to see what they rule as this distinct kicking motion. 4:25 left to go on the clock here, and we won't know until after. Are they going to? Oh, they do count it. It's a good goal. They count the goal. They don't challenge it. So 23-15 are the shots. Claude Giroux, his 21st goal on the power play. Ridley Grieg, I believe, gets his first points of his NHL career. And Shane Pinto will grab an assist with the secondary assist. Goals were 17 seconds apart. The Oilers celebrating for a little bit. But if you know the saying, the 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey. And that's what happens. Zach Hyman now battling down in the corner as they will regain possession of that. CC has it now back down in the defensive zone. Looking for options, getting fresh legs as he starts the breakout. Passes that back down into the offensive zone. Hyman in a foot race, but will get beat by the Senators player. Draisaitl cuts the pass off, though, over to 22. Back over to number 2. Just shot. That will go behind the net. Draisaitl looking. Tries to cut that pass off. That pass will go through. Over to number 19. And Sanderson will regain possession. 24-15 are the shots. 3:07 left to go in the period. As Bouchard will look for options. Gets poked. That shot. That will be saved by Campbell. And number 21 has that now. As 19 has that shot saved by Campbell. And we will have a stoppage of play. 17 seconds apart were the goals. I still can't get over how beautiful that goal was by Connor McDavid and Ryan McLeod. McDavid just has that, looking for options. His back to the Senators defenseman. Sees McLeod streaking down. Just passes it off the backhand. Behind the back. I don't think anyone saw McLeod streaking down. Tips it in for the one-timer goal. Connor McDavid with a goal and an assist. Zach Hyman with a goal and an assist. But then 17 seconds apart, Shane Pinto over to Ridley Grieg. Grieg passes that puck to Claude Giroux. Looks like it could have been a distinct kicking motion. The referees say it's a good goal, and that counts as Claude Giroux's goal. Is it Ridley Greig's first NHL goal, though? Or first NHL points? I'm not quite sure if anyone is watching right now that's a stat checker, could you go back and check that stat for me, please? Because I am quite curious about that. Oh, no, Greig does have points. My apologies, that is not his first NHL point. He's played 4 NHL games, 3, I think this is his 5th NHL game. Oh, yeah, he's been playing with the Senators for a while. My apologies. 4 games played, 3 assists in 5 games. I'm pretty sure this is his 5th game, his 3rd assist of the year. So my apologies on the factually inaccurate stats. 2:48 left to go in the second period. And it will be interesting to see what happens in the rest of the period. Claude Giroux has been a huge part of this Senators team, and it's crazy to see. He got traded from the Flyers to the Senators last year, and then got an extension there, and he's staying there with the Senators. McLeod tries to clear it, breaks a stick, so he has to resort to clearing it with his foot, and Campbell will cover that puck up once it gets to him. Two minutes, 38 seconds left to go. 3-2 is the score. 2 goals in 17 seconds. The Oilers with a goal, and the Senators with a quick response saying, "You're not going up 2 on me." They now have the 1-goal deficit as the Oilers win the draw to get back down behind the net. Shane Pinto has it now. And no penalty called as he gets hit down. And the Oilers try to pass that puck back up. McLeod looking to intercept that pass. That pass will go between the neutral zone. Looking for options now as number 5 gets bumped. Now coming through. Number 26 of the Senators, that shot. He scores! Picks the corner and scores! And the Senators have tied it up. What a goal. A nice little snipe. Picks the corner. And the Senators have tied it up. And that was number 26 of the Senators. Let's see. I think DeBrincat gets the goal or the assist. So fantasy points for me. But a nice stretch pass. He takes it up. Enters the blue line from the top of the circles. Picks that top corner. Campbell, we didn't see it. And he scores. And who is that? That is Brandstrom. Eric Brandstrom with the goal. And we are in play. Under 2 minutes left to go. 3-3 is the score. And the Senators with 2 unanswered. As the Oilers now have it in the offensive zone. Little scrum behind the play. And they will blow that play dead. Write my stats down real quick. Brandstrom with the goal. DeBrincat with the assist. And we'll see who gets the other assist in a little bit. And I'll have that update for you in a few minutes. Senators now have the puck. McDavid pressuring the shot. Quick shot by, I believe that was Draisaitl. Saved by Forsberg. That shot goes wide. That shot, I think, also hit off. That shot! Oh, that goes wide. Draisaitl centers it for, I'm not sure who that was, but a shot went wide. As it's still in the offensive zone. Oilers not offside just yet, as now they clear it down. Senators have it now. Stützle looking for options. Can't find it. Now CC has it, passes that puck back up to McDavid's shot. That will be saved by Forsberg, as McDavid gets taken down, goes into the boards, right back up, trying to pressure the Senators. And takes down the Senators player. 52 seconds left to go. Erik Brannstrom, his first goal of the season, assisted by Ridley Greig, his second assist of the evening, 6th assist of the season. 2 assists for Ridley Greig, 7 is himself a night, making his statement why he should stay in the Senators lineup. I don't see why he shouldn't. He looks good right now. The Oilers have it now. Passes that puck back up as they go into the offensive zone. Hyman gets it, tries to pass it around. And they pass it back up. 10 seconds left to go. Bouchard has it, takes the shot. That puck will be saved. They take it back out of the blue line, and they're just going to kill off the rest of the 4 seconds. They dump it in, and that will end the second period of play. A great game between these two teams. We are tied now at 2 minutes, or at 3. And Stützle, mad at himself, bangs his stick on the boards. But Stützle having himself a night. Gonna get that fact check to you right now. It was Erik Brannstrom with the goal, and Nick Holden actually with the assists. For the Senators. We're going to take a quick little break, and when we get back, it'll be the second intermission report brought to you by my Starbucks coffee. We'll see you guys in a little bit. welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the second intermission report presented by My Cup of Coffee. All right, so far we've seen a really good game. 3-3 is the score. Shots on goal are 26-18, and the Senators have the advantage, scoring their second goal on the power play. They are 1 for 3. The Oilers are 0 for 2. Hits, the Senators have 21 hits. The Oilers have 16. Shots on goal per period. It was 14-7 going into the first intermission. Going into the second intermission, it is 26-18. The Oilers had 12 shots on goal, and the Senators had 11 shots on goal. 26-18 are the scores. These teams will not see each other again for another month, so they have another month to prepare for when they do see each other. Let's take a look at the scores around the league right now. After 2 periods of play, the Predators and the Flyers are knotted at 1. 14 shots on goal for the Predators, 17 shots on goal for the Flyers. Nino Niederreiter is the scorer for the Predators, and Kevin Hayes is the scorer for the Philadelphia Flyers. 5-1 is the score of the Canucks game. Detroit adding 2 on in the third period, and those scores are Philippe Hronek and Jonathan Berggren with his 10th goal of the season, his second of the evening. 2 people on hat trick watch for the Red Wings game. 10 minutes left to go in the third period there. After 2 periods of play, 4-2 is the score of the Flames game. Tage Thompson and Casey Middlestat is the goal scorer for those. Those are the goal scorers for the Sabres, and Jacob Pelletier, getting called up from the Calgary Wranglers, scored a goal for the. Scored his first. Is actually his first NHL goal. I really should have broadcasted that game, but scores his first NHL goal in his career. Congrats to him. That's a huge milestone. I'm sure he's gonna remember that one for the rest of his life. Mikael Backlund gets his 10th of the season. Dennis Gilbert gets his first of the season, and Kadri gets his 20th of the season. Islanders go up 2-1 over the Canadiens. Nick Suzuki is the goal scorer for the Canadiens. Brock Nelson and Bo Horvat for the Islanders. Bo Horvat getting his second or third goal with the Islanders, making a name for himself and fitting in quite well for the Islanders. I know he played the other night against Vancouver, and he scored a goal or two. I think Beauvillier scored a goal or two. Let me can go back and relook at that. 6-5 was the final score of that game. That was 2 nights ago. And Bo Horvat scored against the Canucks, and Antoine Beauvillier scored against the Islanders. 3 stars of that game were Pettersson, Brock Besser, and Matthew Barzal, 1, 2, and 3, respectively. Lightning and Stars are knotted at 1 goal each, with 5 minutes left to go in the second period. Anthony Cirelli is the goal scorer for the Lightning, and Jamie Benn is the goal scorer for the Dallas Stars. Taking a look at what is coming up today. After this game, it will be the Washington Capitals and the Boston Bruins at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. At 4 o'clock Pacific time, we got the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Toronto Maple Leafs facing off against each other. The New York Rangers and the Carolina Hurricanes are facing off against each other at 4 p.m. Pacific. I missed a game, but the Colorado Avalanche and the Colorado Avalanche and the Florida Panthers are playing each other at 3 p.m. Columbus and Toronto actually played each other last night in Columbus. Tonight they are playing in Toronto. Toronto won that game 5-0 or 3-0 with I believe that was Matt Murray or Ilya Samsonov making 30 saves en route to a shutout. Later tonight at 5 o'clock Pacific is the Arizona Coyotes and the St. Louis Blues, and the New Jersey Devils against the Minnesota Wild. Tonight at 7 o'clock Pacific will be the Chicago Blackhawks and the Winnipeg Jets, and 7:30 will be the Pittsburgh Penguins against the LA Kings. Penguins coming away victorious 6-3 over the Anaheim Ducks. 59 shots on goal. John Gibson making a franchise record 53 saves for the Anaheim Ducks. About 7 more minutes left before puck drop hits, so take a quick little commercial break. When we come back, we will recap the second period. We'll see you guys back after the commercial break. And we are back for the second intermission reports. Going into the second intermission, it was 1-0. Connor McDavid scoring a goal, 17 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the first period, banking it off of Anton Forsberg and scoring. Tonight, that is not the case. In the second period, that's not the case. Zach Hyman gets hooked on the breakaway by Alex DeBrincat, goes ahead, scores his first ever career penalty shot goal. First ever career penalty shot. Really great to see. Who else am I missing? Ryan McLeod getting the third goal for the Edmonton Oilers. Nifty little pass, shorthanded goal actually, that's important. Nifty little pass by Connor McDavid behind the back. Beautiful play. It was very nice to see. All right, on the Oilers side, getting the first goal, making it 1-1 was Jake Sanderson, 21 seconds into the third period. And then on the power play, Claude Giroux gets the goal, the skate deflection, and scores, and the assist by Ridley Greig and Shane Pinto. Then for the third goal to tie it up, a few minutes left to go in the second period, Branstrom streaks down the ring, cuts to the circles, and snipes it right over the glove of Jack Campbell into the top left corner. Campbell catches left. I know my right from left. Snipes it, and it's been a great game. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns or anything you'd just like to chat about, leave it in the chat, and I will get back to it. We have a few minutes before intermission ends, and the rest of this will be going on. For those of you joining, it's a 3-3 game. 26-18 are the shots on goal. A very fun game to watch, a very fun game to commentate. It's been a back-and-forth game, and it's been a very, very fun game to sit and commentate and watch. I was going to look up something, and I totally forgot what I was going to look up. Just going to go to the NHL app and just check stats, because that's what I do. 2-5. Ooh, the Canucks just scored again. The goal scorer for the Canucks was Elias Pettersson. So more fantasy points for me. And I'm not too mad about that. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave it down in the comment box below. We are only a few minutes out from intermission. That's what I was going to go check. I was going to check how much time is left in intermission. About 3 minutes left before puck drops on the third and final period of regulation. If there is no overtime. And my ESPN is lagging, so that's great. What are you guys' thoughts on the All-Star game? How'd you guys like it? Did you guys watch it? How'd you guys feel about it? How'd you guys feel about the skills competition? How'd you guys like the jerseys? I loved the jerseys. I loved the All-Star game jerseys. It was cool to see Brady and Matt, together. It's like a family reunion for the Tkachuks almost, but it was cool to see them all together. But yeah, I thought the All-Star game was fun. I think they could definitely do something better with the skills competition. The skills competition was kind of lacking a little bit, but it's cool to see the brothers together nonetheless. So it's nice to see the brothers come together and not play against each other for once. I think it's like actually the first time. I do believe Brady is older than Matt by 2 years, I believe is what they said. But all right, I believe we are ready and getting set for the second period of play. Turn it over to my friend Jonas, which is me, and we'll get the scoreboard set and everything. Just about set for the second period. Should be a very, very fun third period. Really, it comes down to 20 minutes of play here. And whoever scores the most in these next 20, 25 minutes will be victorious and will take away the 2 points. Ottawa's hoping just to come out with 1 point. I believe if the Oilers win, I believe they are in first place right now. Actually, let me go check the standings. They are first place in the Pacific. If they do, no, they are down by 3 points. So if the Oilers win today, if the Oilers get a point, they will be in solid second place. They're only in second place right now. The Oilers, Seattle, and LA both have a tie for 63 points. The goal differential is what is killing the Kings right now. They're at a -10 goal differential, and Seattle's at a +17. The Oilers are at a +27. That is why they are in second place right now. Calgary is only a point out of the. They're actually tied for the second wild card spot, but Minnesota has a 2 better goal differential by +5 as opposed to Calgary's +3, which will then in return put Minnesota in the second wild card spot. Pacific could have 5 teams going on to the playoffs. That would be kind of cool to see. I believe the Central had that last year with the Nashville Predators and Nashville, Dallas, Colorado, Minnesota, and St. Louis. Those are the 5 that were in the playoffs last year. So that was cool to see them have the 5 teams in there. But we'll switch this over to our scoreboard here. We are about set for play in this third period. 4 goals scored in the third period. Brandstrom with the last one, making it 3-3 with about 2 minutes left to go. Jake Sanderson has been a crucial part for Edmonton today. Getting up in on the rushes, playing solid defense, back-checking, cutting off those passing lanes for those back doors has been crucial. That little give and go from Tkachuk to Joseph, and the streaking Sanderson able to just quickly release that off of his stick into the bottom corner of Jack Campbell's net is huge. And the way he's been backtracking and cutting off the lanes, he's been playing McDavid really well and able to take away some of his passes here as we get set. Puck is down here at Canadian Tire Center for the third period of play. My bad. 26-18 are the shots. 3-3 is the score. CC has it now. Going back down around the boards. Passes that puck. And now Nurse has it back at the blue line over to Hyman. Hyman looking for options protecting that puck. Coming down around the net. Protecting it from Zub and Shabbat. Tries to get that puck to center but will return to him. So he gets that pass down. Back to the blue line. CC now trying to go down. Zub will actually take control of that and we'll get that to the Senators. The Senators coming out of the defensive zone into the neutral zone. Tkachuk back out onto the ice and that will be blown dead. Sorry, that must have been Ridley Grieg. My apologies for the mess up on the names. 19-17 left to go in the third period. We could see overtime here. That would be very fun to see. So we have each team is 7-2-1 after tied in the third period. That faceoff will be won by the Senators as they dump it in off of Jack Campbell. Jack Campbell deflects it to the corner, and the Oilers have it as they dump it out. That will be down into the blue line to McDavid, but that will be stopped by number 21 of the Senators as who dumps it in into the offensive zone. So they try and pull it back, and Draisaitl and Kane are out there. Passes that puck back up to Kulak. Kulak will dump that puck in for Draisaitl. Draisaitl trying to win that foot race, but Kane will regain possession of it. Kane now dumped around the boards, pinned up, and McDavid trying to get to that puck, but will get bumped off the puck. Senators passing it up around. So 2-on-2 as they pass it through the shot. That will be saved by Campbell. A nice little save there. And Barry will try to have that, but the Senators will regain possession of that. As they pass it back to their defenseman, looking out for a breakout. Nurse being pressured down to 22, who passes that puck back up. Nice little give and go there. Passes it along. And trying to stick lift, no slashing call there. As Nugent Hopkins gets that shot will be blocked. That shot there will be saved by Anton Forsberg, and we will get a stoppage in play. Puljujärvi looking for options. Can't get anything. All right, face off to the blocker side of Cam Talbot. So we get set for the face off. McDavid taking the face off here. So he wins that. And gets the puck down, but that pass will be errant and will go back down to Jack Campbell. So that puck down to Bouchard. Bouchard looking around, passing that puck up to the offensive zone. Icing waved off as Holding gets to it first. Or no, that wouldn't make sense. But icing was waved off. As that puck is thrown down, and that will be out of play. 27-21 are the shots right now. And I just received word from my high school wrestling team, Los Osos High School. 4 of our girls wrestlers are going to Masters, so a huge shout out to them, a huge congratulations to them. Just want to give them a quick little shout out. Gensett McLeod and Gambrill are taking the draw. Super Bowl Sunday is tomorrow. Coverage starts on TSN at 3 p.m. Pacific time if you guys are Canadian and want to watch the Super Bowl. The Senators have it. They have a partial breakaway. That shot will be swallowed up by Jack Campbell. And a little bit of a pushing and shoving going on. 28-21 are the shots. Nice little play by Kelly. Able to get that rush on. That shot swallowed up by Campbell. Routine save. He does it so many times. 17 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in the third period. We are knotted up at 3. Claude Giroux and Derek Ryan taking the faceoff right now to the blocker side of Campbell. That puck goes behind the net, and the Oilers will recover it. They pass that puck back up, exiting the defensive zone into the neutral zone. Offside waved off. Icing waved off as Zub will get there, and he rims it around. Zub now passes that puck up, and that will get blocked by the Oilers. Now Kulak has it. Kulak, that shot, scores! The Oilers score. Jesse Puljujärvi looks like he ends his drought streak, gets a goal, and that will be 4-3 for the Edmonton Oilers. Jesse Puljujärvi getting a crucial goal. The Bison King on a streaking breakaway. Nice little pass there to Puljujärvi. Partial breakaway. Gets it in between the blocker and the pad of Forsberg. Comes out of his neck way too much. And scores there. 29-21 are the shots. A crucial goal for the Oilers there. And they are now up 4-3. McDavid now has it. He rims that around the boards. Back over to Nugent Hopkins, who I believe is also out on the ice. And that was a great goal. I'm pretty sure Brett Kulak got the assist there. We are just waiting to see who else will be receiving the assist credit. The Senators have it now. In their offensive zone, that pass was weak to McDavid as the Oilers try to regain possession of it. Senators now have it. It's a 3-on-2 streaking up. Draisaitl back checking. That puck will get hit off an Oiler stick and will go down into the zone. Oilers have it now, bringing it back up. Draisaitl has it. Draisaitl dumps it in to go for a line change. 15 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the third period. 29-21 are the shots. 4-3 is your score. Edmonton is up by 1. Jesse Puljujärvi has his 5th goal of the season by Kulak and Darnell Nurse. And the Senators trying to get something there in the offensive zone, but the Oilers will stop it. I believe that is Nugent Hopkins that has it up. The drop pass to Hyman. Hyman looking for options. Passes that puck low down around the boards as Nugent Hopkins will recover possession of it. Nugent Hopkins tries to pass that down. That hits off the post. The Oilers still try to recover it, but the Senators hit it away. Senators now have possession of it as they are trying to figure out where to go with it, and Shabbat will regain possession of it along the corner. Dump it out, and they go to get changes. Kulak has it, and an Oiler and a Senator collide, and a referee falls. There's a lot of mayhem going on in this game. Hyman drop pass to McDavid. McDavid, that shot. Forsberg seals up that short side real well, and that will be saved. I don't know if that will count as a shot on goal, as 27 of the Senators will try and dump that puck in. Still passing it out back around. And looking for options here. And that puck will be... It looks like, is there a penalty? Looks like there is a penalty on the play. I think Costin is going to the sin bin. Number 21 is going to the sin bin for an infraction. I did not mean to start that. 2 minutes for high sticking. Oh no, it's a Senators player that's going to the sin bin for high sticking. 27, I believe. They were checking Costin for blood. Gambrel goes to the sin bin for high sticking. And this is a crucial penalty kill for the Senators right now. 0 for 2 are the Oilers on the penalty kill as Draisaitl tries to get the shot off, but no shot there. 30 shots on goal for them as the Oilers are 0 for 2. 3 shots on the power play. Well, 4 shots now, 5 shots. And looking for options, the Senators now have it as they are streaking up the ring, trying to get a shorthanded. That puck will be stopped by the Oilers as he tries to dump it in. Senators now have it in the neutral zone. They're taking their sweet time with it, and they clear it out. 14 minutes left to go. Tyler Mott doing a great job on that penalty kill as number 22 of the Oilers tries to kill it. Back up to McDavid. McDavid takes that long stretch pass into the zone, and that will be an offside. I do not mean to... No, I don't... Computer's being weird, guys. I'm very sorry for the mess up here. Looks like we have another penalty too on the play. Not sure who the penalty is on. It is on the Oilers. Tyson Barrie. He will go to the sin bin for 2 minutes for hooking. That is a crucial 4-on-4 right now. That is crucial. Everything in this game is crucial right now. As McLeod and Giroux take the face-off. Minute 10 left to go on the 4-on-4. The shot, I think that died in traffic, so no one got through. Another pass there. One more touch, and they could have had it by Giroux. As Pinto almost lost possession of it. Down along the boards as the Senator gets dragged down by Derek Ryan. And now the Senators still have possession of it, and it looks like... Are we going to have another penalty? I think we're going to have another penalty here. But, oh no, I think it might have just been an offside. I think it was just an offside. I don't think there was another penalty. So we still have the 4-on-4 for about 40 seconds, I would say. 54 seconds. It's massive for the Senators. They need to not let anything happen to them on the 4-on-4 penalty kill. And as long as the Oilers don't score on the 4-on-4, everyone if we switch to 4-on-4, I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read messages, but they can wait for that for later. 4-on-4, 54 seconds left to go for the Senators right now. They need to kill off their penalty. Well, they already have, but they need to get to full strength, and they need to make use of the extra 50 seconds they have on the power play to get that game-tying goal. Senators need to do something here. They're trying to get something, but the Oilers' defense is playing very well on stopping them. And there's 13 minutes left to go in the period. It's a very, very good game, very tightly contested game. So we will see how we got here. Jesse Puljujarvi with his 5th goal of the season, assisted by Brett Kulak and Darnell Nurse. That is how the Oilers got so far the game-winning goal right now. Tim Stützle and Leon Draisaitl, both German, playing against each other. Draisaitl is the best German player of all time, leading German scorer with 44 goals after 178 games. But Timmy Stützle actually a little bit better mark at 56 goals after 178 games. Funny to see the stats lined up against there. It's cool to see both German. Stützle, the 3rd overall pick by the Ottawa Senators 2 years ago. Great young prospect. It's great to see him here playing. So we get set for the draw, and that will get called back. 4-on-4 for the next 54 seconds. 13:31 left to go in the period. The Senators have possession of it in the neutral zone. Try to get it around, and they enter the zone, but they will elect to regroup out of the zone. Pass it back to Brandstrom. Brandstrom trying to find options. Brandstrom passes that back to Shane Pinto. Pinto walking through to Giroux. Giroux, that pass, open lane shot. That, I think, shot went wide after hitting Campbell's glove, most likely, as they are now in the corner battling in a little scrum. 20 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4 advantage. Senators need to make work of this advantage as they are in the boards right now, trying to regain possession of the puck. And the Oilers come away with the puck as they streak up. Onside is Kulak. Kulak looking for options. Derek Ryan scores! I think that's another shorty. And just looks like he just chopped it in. And that's the 5th goal for the Oilers. Derek Ryan scoring that goal makes it a 5-3 game, as it looks like they just lazily entered the zone. Kulak getting another assist. Ryan just kind of chops it in. That was actually kind of impressive. Kulak enters the zone along the boards, passes it over. Ryan kind of chops it in. I think that goes 5-hole, and he scores. Look at him smiling across the bench. Shabbat does not believe it. Just as time was expiring on the penalty, I believe that was a shorthanded goal, but now Ottawa's power play gets to go to work for 30 seconds. They need to make use of it here. 1 for 3 on the power play already. I believe Stützle has it now. So he drops it back up over to number 19. They try and pass it down, and the Oilers will clear that puck out of harm's way. 20 seconds left to go in the power play. 12:06 left to go. Stützle brings it back up the boards, entering center ice. So they cross it along to Brinkett. They go into the corner. Stützle almost had that shot there, hits off his foot, and now McDavid has it. It's a 2-on-1. McDavid and Kane. A shorthanded Draisaitl, that's Nurse shot, and that will be saved by Forsberg as they will cover that puck up and kill off the penalty. Huge play there by Nurse. Tries to go in between the glove and the pad, but Forsberg just seals that up so well and stops it. 32-21 are the shots on goal right now. 11:45 left to go in the first period. Draisaitl, I believe, is taking the draw. McDavid on the wing. Derek Ryan, his 8th goal of the season, shorthanded. We'll see who gets the 2 assist credits right now. Brett Kulak with the assist. Short score sheet is getting long right now, and we have a puck out of play right now. No penalty. $11:37 left to go in the third period right now. Draw is set to Anton Forsberg, glove side. As Draisaitl takes the face-off again. Puck is dropped now. So we get set. My clock is way off, so I'm going to let that resume real quick. As Kane has it now. Kane tries to pass that puck up to Draisaitl. Draisaitl has it, dumps it into the offensive zone, and tries to regain possession from the Senators dumping it out, but the Senators dump it out, and they get it into the offensive zone. Cambrell has it. He rims it around. That puck back down behind the net. Senators trying to get something to work here. They have 11 minutes to score 2 right now. Draisaitl has it. Back up to McDavid. McDavid trying to cut through the 2 defenders. He does, but he loses the puck. And that puck will be shot back out to the neutral zone. Oilers still retaining possession, though, as they regain that. As number 23 of the Senators has it now behind the blue lines. They pass it back down to the circles. Pressured by McDavid. So they do a stretch pass. No icing, waved off as Grieg gets there first, but McLeod will retain possession of that. Now back up to Kulak. Kulak now bringing it through over to 21 of the Oilers, who get taken down. No penalty there, as Brassard has it, I believe. And we'll dump that in. Soupy comes out and plays it, and will retain possession to the Oilers. Oilers now bringing it up about halfway through this third period left to go. And that puck will get passed to Zub. Zub over to Pinto, still in the defensive zone. Hasn't lost it yet. Actually, Pinto hasn't lost it yet. And they drop that pass back to Zub. Zub now has it, brings it into the zone, chips it along the boards, and tries to get into the zone. But CC will gain possession of the puck, and it's dumped down, and Shabbat will regain possession. Pressured by Nurse. Shabbat dumps that down to Stützle. It's a 2-on-1. They pass that over. Nice block. Stützle tries to score, and that will be saved by Campbell, covering up that 5-hole real well. Stützle still has it behind the net. Passes that back over to number 28 of the Senators. As they switch positions. He goes up to the point, and Holden has it. Tries to shoot. That puck will be saved, and that will go to the corner again from Campbell. Giroux has it now. Giroux passes that down to Holden. Back to Giroux. Shot! Saved by Campbell. And that is a huge save by Jack Campbell. As we take a minute real quick to go to commercial break, Derek Ryan so far has the 5th goal that the Oilers scored. Giroux hanging his head. Nice little centering pass and a chip by Derek Ryan. And we'll be back after this commercial break. right, we're back from commercial break here. Let's update you a little bit about what's going around the league. 6-2, the Flames scored 2 more goals. Tyler Toffoli with both of those goals. He is on hat-trick watch. He scored both of them about 12 minutes apart. 3-2 for the Islanders and the Canadiens. Jake Barron scored a goal, and Matt Martin scored for the Islanders. 1-1 still is the score between the Dallas Stars and the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Flyers and Predators are still knotted at 1. Great game there. Tortorella has to be proud of his players for playing the way they are, and how hard he's playing, hard they're playing. Eric, just a little bit of an update real quick since we're talking about the Oilers. Erik Karlsson has been linked to the Edmonton Oilers. These are considerable financial hurdles on both ends, but it's at least the second time this season that they've been talking about it. It'd be interesting to see what happens with Karlsson if he does go to Edmonton. And I'm way off on my scoreboard. There's about 8 minutes and 56 seconds left. I will change that in a little bit when we get a stoppage of play. The Senators have it now as they dump it in. CeCe tries to regain possession, and that puck will go back to the Senators. As they try to do a D-to-D one-timer, but it loses it in the skates. Draisaitl has it now. Draisaitl dumps that up, and that puck will be dumped down. McDavid looking to see what he can do. So the Senators will rim that puck around the boards, and that will be icing. 8:27 left to go in the third period. A high-octane game, I should say. Very, very good game between these two teams. 5-3 is the score. 8:27 left to go in the third period. Brett Kulak has 2 assists today. He's playing well. It's great to see him come out and play well. McDavid has a goal and an assist. And Draisaitl has the assist. Hyman with another goal and assist, scoring his first ever career penalty shot. Oilers win that draw, get that down to Kulak. Kulak will rim that down as Tkachuk will get to it. Tkachuk takes that out of the offensive zone, but the Oilers will regain possession of it. Dumps that back down in, and it looks like icing is the call. 8 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the third period. I'm going to switch my score clock real quick so I am accurate. So we get his draw now at the Edmonton Oilers side of the zone. So we pass that puck around. McDavid pinning a Senators along the board. No penalty there. And the Senators still have it in the corner. Tkachuk has it, trying to make a move. Tries to wheel back around, but will get hit from behind very lightly. No penalty there. Kulak pressuring Tkachuk as they lose it into the zone, and it's now a foot race. I think it's Nurse that will try to get there, but Zub gets there first. And now Zub has it, passes that puck back up to, I think it's Drew. Drew trying to streak in. Or no, it's Stützle. Stützle gets a little tangled up and no call there. And it's a 2-on-1 now for the Oilers. Hyman tries to get that pass around, tries to make a little move, but will get tripped up and no pass called, no penalty called either. As 26, Brandstrom has it, and the Senators will be playing a little give and go, trying to give some changes right now. Brandstrom has it, waiting for changes. I pass it back up to Gambrill. Gambrill looking for options, and he passes it down, passes it over, but the Tyson Barrie of the Oilers will intercept that, and that actually will go back to the Senators in the neutral zone, who have now just entered the offensive zone, and that puck will be saved by Jack Campbell. Swallowed it up by Mr. Soupy. 33-24 are the shots. 5-3 is the score of the game. Sanderson taking a huge hit. Looks to be in pain after, goes right to the bench, I think. 30-22 are the hits in the game. The Oilers regain possession of the puck after the draw. Oilers have it now. Going to Puljujärvi. He already has a goal in this game. And that will be stopped by Forsberg, and Shabbat now has it behind the net. Senators have 6 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the game if they want a chance at overtime, if they want to get a point. And looks like the Senators are entering the zone. McLeod has it, though, stops it, and Nurse will have it behind the net. Gets pressured, but will take that out to another Oilers player. McLeod has it over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl now looking for options down in the corner, and I believe Branstrom will grab that, and I think we have a penalty here. I believe Zub is going to the penalty box for a minor penalty for interference. So Artem Zub takes a 2-minute minor for interference against Leon Draisaitl. That is a total interference call. Looking back at the replay, and they got the call right. It's not the time you want to be taking penalties, though. Hyman, Nugent-Hopkins, Draisaitl, and McDavid are all out there on the power play. 0 for 3 on the power play with 5 shots. They are hungry for one. As Nugent-Hopkins gets one, the shot, that will go wide, and Forsberg will cover that puck up. 1 minute, 50 seconds left to go on the power play. And you already know the Oilers are hungry for another goal this game. So they drop the puck, and Giroux will win that faceoff. Hyman gets to it, though, and Senators will still find a chance to clear it out. Campbell comes out to play it, leaves it for his defenseman, Tyson Barrie, as he gets that up to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl over to McDavid. McDavid streaking in along the circles, looking for options. Back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to McDavid. McDavid looking for options. Back over to Nuge. Nuge back down to Hyman. Hyman tries to wrap it in. That shot, where is the puck? That is like a scramble in front of the net. Nugent-Hopkins scores! A power play goal right over the pad of Anton Forsberg. And Forsberg, I think, looks to be in pain, grasping that pad. This is not a good sign if you are the Oilers, and Sodergaard might have to go in. Or Sogard, I think it's Sogard has to go in. Trainer is out, and it looks like to be something with his knee. But a nice pass down there by Nugent-Hopkins. Gets that down to Hyman. Hyman tries to wrap it around. And Hyman gets hit by a Senator, I think. And there's just a bunch of scramble going on in front of the net. Hyman does get up, and the Senators are actually crowding Forsberg. Forsberg's down. He's hurt. So Hyman takes the opportunity and scores. The play is not blown dead. So Ryan Nugent-Hopkins scores. I'm taking a look at the overhead view right now. It was blocked by Hamonic at first. Hyman hurts Forsberg, but he gets out of play, and this is not a pretty sign. This is not a pretty sign for Forsberg. He is down on the ground. This is not a pretty sign. In pain. See his face. This is not a pretty sign. And it looks like Sogard is going to get the nod to go in. For the next 5.5 minutes, they're bringing the stretcher out. This is not good. This is scary almost, and I'm going to follow up on this injury. Yikes, they are bringing the stretcher out. We're going to cut to a little bit of a commercial break right now, and we'll be back for the rest of the period of play. we are back. It's not a pretty sign at the Canadian Tire Center. They're loading Forsberg onto the stretcher right now. It is not a pretty sign, and they're going to stretcher him off the ice. Pray for a speedy recovery, and I hope that he's back in no time. That means 2 goalies are now hurt for the Ottawa Senators. Yeah, 3 goalies are now hurt for the Ottawa Senators right now. I'm trying to look up and see what the injury is, if they know anything right now. I'm sure there's just some flash news that's going on around right now. Anton Forsberg injury. See what happens. So I want to check still. I know that's a while ago. So Sogard now has to come in. Anton Forsberg is out. We will see. I will stay updated with what has happened. We know the goal counts now because we obviously have had time to review it, and we know it's a good goal. They're stretching him off, and we hope for a speedy recovery. And those are freak accidents that are very scary, and we hope the best for the players involved. Now, if you're DJ Smith, you have to be thinking, okay, what's going to go on? How is Sogard going to play? You're thinking matchups. You're thinking who all is... Really, you got 5 minutes left of the game, okay? You have 5 minutes left. How do you contain Edmonton so they don't score on Sogard? And how can you could potentially get 3 goals in 5 minutes. I've seen it happen before. It's not impossible. But Sogard is now entering the game. The AHL call-up from the Belleville Senators. And I still want to see who gets credit for the goal because so I can get the stats and everything. But you're thinking matchups if you're DJ Smith. You're thinking how is everything going to play out? What's going to happen? How are we going to have to defend this guy? How he's coming in cold, so he doesn't really get a warm-up. He gets just a small little warm-up to get used to the crease and get stretched for a little bit at least, but not like a full-blown 16-minute warm-up like you get. If he's coming into this game cold, he's been sitting for 45 plus minutes. He's been sitting for over an hour. So, and if he gets hurt too, they're going to have to bring in the e-bug or they just play the rest of the game down a man. Sogard coming in now. That penalty was killed off. Oh, Edmonton actually gets another power play, I think. Sogard is 1-in-1 with a 3.07 GAA and an .889 save percentage in his 2 career games he has had. Obviously a scary situation at the Canadian Tire Center right now. We pray for Anton Forsberg that he has a restful and speedy recovery. Edmonton back on the power play right now. I think they challenged the call for goaltender's interference. I don't think it went through. So there's a delay of game penalty, and I think they're sorting everything out right now. Sogard getting ready. He's going to see his first shots. So we get set. Tkachuk will take the penalty for delay of game, and the officials are talking to some of the staff about everything. I believe we are set to go here pretty soon. Sogard was called up this season earlier. When Cam Talbot got hurt, they have been running the tandem of Anton Forsberg and Marcus Sogard for a few games now since Talbot has been hurt. So Sogard with a 1-1 record comes into tonight's game. And Tkachuk will receive the 2-minute delay of game penalty. So Edmonton back on the power play. This is Nugent Hopkins, his 24th of the year, assisted by Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. Draisaitl now has 2 assists. McDavid having himself a 3.9, 1 goal, 2 assists. And Jack Campbell stopping 21 of the 24 so far. 5 minutes left to go in the third period as they rim it around. Now McLeod has it, looking for his second of the night, right to Puljujarvi, and that will be saved by Sogard. And now they still have it. Back to Puljujarvi. Puljujarvi up to Nurse. Nurse at the point. Puljujarvi trying to keep possession will get bumped off the puck there, and the Senators will have it, and they will clear the puck down. 4:45 left to go in the second period. And Darnell Nurse is back. Nurse taking possession of the puck, bringing it down to Bouchard. Bouchard clears it, dumps it in. And they try to block it, and they do. Nurse has it now at the blue line. Back to Nurse. Nurse fakes the slap shot. Back over to Bouchard, I think. Over to McLeod. McLeod lets it hit off the boards before it comes to him. McLeod's shot. Little scramble in front of the net, but that will be saved by Sogard. And that puck will be back to Nurse. Nurse over to McLeod. McLeod back to Nurse. Nurse takes that one-timer. Saved by Sogard. Back over to Bouchard. And Bouchard still at the blue line with it. Takes that shot. That will die in traffic. McLeod also, his shot also gets died in traffic. Also dies in traffic. And Bouchard has it now. Back to McLeod. McLeod back to Bouchard at the blue line. 25 seconds left to go. And McLeod back to Bouchard. And Bouchard just rips one, and that will hit off Sogard, I think. Sogard, and that will go through. And they whiff on the clear, but they still get it. 10 seconds left to go as it looks like number 21 of the Senators has that chance. They'll just dump it in, and they will kill off that power play. As Draisaitl now has it. Back over to the point. That shot will die in traffic as well, and they're getting a lot of blocked shots here. The Ducks or not the Ducks, I'm sorry. The Senators the Oilers are trying to get those shots off, and that play will be covered up by Jack Campbell. I'm thinking of when I went to the Ducks game a few weekends ago for my birthday. Ducks were playing the Coyotes, and they were just getting so many shots off, but the Coyotes were just blocking every single shot. Shot was dying in traffic. I'm looking at my stream right now, and I thought that was still going through. 6-3 is the score. 3 minutes left to go in the third period. 40-25 are the shots right now. So we get set for the face-off, and Edmonton wins that face-off. Get that puck down. Shabbat has it, being pressured by Kane. Over to Zub. Zub will try and dump that in, and it looks like 27 of the Oilers will grab it. As Nurse has it now in the offensive zone, being pressured. Draisaitl back to Kane. Kane tries to rip one, but that will go wide. 73 chops it down in now. Back up to Ryan. Derek Ryan looking for options here as he's behind the net. Comes back out. Cuts over to 73. No offsides. As they drop it back down. Look over for, I believe that's number 27. Not quite sure who the number is, but they try to dump that down, but must be stopped. Oilers now have it there in their offensive zone. 22 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the game. As we get set now for the rest of the game. 2 minutes left to go as Sodergaard comes out, plays that puck to Holden. Holden now over to another defenseman, and he'll clear that down. Over to Nurse. Nurse will dump that puck in again, and Nick Holden will get it now. Nick Holden dumps it down around, and the Senators will hold it there for a few seconds. 1:46 left to go in the third period. Nobody's really on hat trick watch right now. No one has scored 2 goals. And Shane Pinto tries to get that pass center, but that pass will be saved by Soupy. McDavid tries to dump it in. Almost gets to the puck. No one grabbing it in the offensive zone. McDavid does get to it. Brings it along the boards. McDavid along the boards. Over to 86. Back down. That shot from the defenseman will go wide. Puljujarvi now battling behind the net with Shabbat. Over to Brinkett. DeBrincat now looking for options on where he's going to go as he takes it into the neutral zone. And a minute left to go in regulation. 1:05 left. My apologies. And we are just getting down now to a minute as Nurse has it. Passes that puck up. A nice crisp pass to Puljujärvi. And that pass will be offside. There we go. Trying to edit this. 26-40 are the shots in favor of Edmonton. 6-3. Edmonton is up by 3 goals right now. 58.5 seconds left to go in the period. As we are just a few seconds away from the Oilers being victorious and gaining 2 points and taking a well-definitive second place part in the Pacific Division. As Campbell tries to play that puck around the net. 36 seconds left to go. Senators have it. That shot will go wide. Saved by Campbell, I'm pretty sure. Darnell Nurse has it as that goes around to 21. And now Grieg has it as it pass will get wrapped around. Campbell uses the toe of his pad to get saved there. And I believe that's the 28th shot on goal for the Senators. 16 seconds left to go now in the play. And now Nurse has it. We get sent down. 8 seconds left to go in the game. Brandstrom will have it, and he'll hold it and run out the time. And that is it. The Oilers are victorious again, bringing their record to, I believe it is 30, 18, and 5, I am pretty sure. But the Oilers will take the 6-3 win in that game. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. We will have the 3 stars of the game in a few minutes. My 3 stars of the game. Let's see if they have it yet. They won't. Give it a few minutes. They should hopefully have it here pretty soon, so we can have that. McDavid with a goal and 2 assists. Draisaitl 2 assists. Hyman with a goal and assist. McLeod with a goal and Puljujärvi with a goal. Brett Kulak with 2 assists, Nurse with an assist, Derek Ryan with a goal, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with a goal. On the Senator side, we have Sanderson, Giroux, and Brandstorm all tallying goals, and Joseph, Tkachuk, Pinto, DeBrincat, and Nick Holden all tallying assists for today. Take a look at some of the other scores in the league right now. 1-1 still. The Lightning are still knotted with the Stars 1-1. Winning it in overtime for the Predators is Matt Duchene, so fantasy points for me also. Woohoo. The Canadiens beat the Islanders in overtime, scoring the 3rd goal for the Canadiens will be Kirby Dach, and winning it is Mike Matheson. I believe that is his 2nd goal of the game. I believe, I am pretty sure I'm wrong. But yeah, Matheson scoring, yeah, I am wrong. Matheson scoring his 2nd goal of the season. The Flames getting another goal from their 7-2 victory. Dylan Dubé will score his his goal of the night, getting his 4th point of the game. 6-3 is your final score from here at Canadian Tire Center. 40 shots on goal for the Oilers, 29 shots on goal for the Ottawa Senators. Let's check out the 3 stars of the game so far. The 1st star of the game will be Connor McDavid with 1 goal and 2 assists. The 2nd star of the game is Brett Kulak, and the 3rd star of the game is probably Zach Hyman, I would say. They have to be one of them. I'm trying to see. Okay, here it is. The 3rd star of the game is Jake Sanderson, the defenseman from Ottawa, opening up the scoring with 1 goal. The 2nd star of the game is Brett Kulak, the defenseman from Edmonton, with 2 assists, and the 1st star of the game, no doubt, 1 goal, 2 assists, Connor McDavid, with the 1st star of the game. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We are so glad to have you here, and yeah, that's it.